They cranked up a little September, and I got started to get a little jiggy with it. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. That's a good
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Well, and it's going to be good for another test for you guys inside the swamp on Saturday. You're going to get a quarterback. He's a freshman, but from the things we've heard him say, he's not scared of anything. It seems like he's got that mentality.
No, and he's a guy that comes from a Texas high school program that's won a ton of ball games. He's played in big stadiums, played in big games, and he's not going to be. This is a team that's going to come in and say, you know what, we're going to show you what we have, and we've got to make sure we change the way they think.
So that means we need all of you and the rest of the Gator Nation to be rowdy inside of the swamp on Saturday. So make sure you do it, each and every one of you. For Joe Weil back in the network studios, Steve Egan here on site, Nicole roaming the crowd, and head coach Jim McElwain. I am Jeff Cardozo. Hope you guys have a great couple of days, and we'll see you on Saturday in the swamp.
You know what? It's time for those pizza rolls.
Let's go get them.
All right.
You've been listening to another edition of WCA Gator Talk, live from Paisanos, Pints, and Pies in Gainesville. WCA Gator Talk is presented by UF Health, moving medicine forward with every patient we serve. Visit ufhealth.org to learn more. The Parking Spot. Flying out of MCO? Then park at the parking spot. We have airport parking covered. Aquafina, the official water of the University of Florida and proud partner of Gator football. By Verizon, where better matters. And by Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far. WCA Gator Talk is an exclusive presentation of IMG, America's home for college sports.
Huddle up and back deep for Citrus at their own 5-yard, number 11. That is Christopher Abinson, and that's number 8, I believe, Austin Juice. Hard to see who that is. The letters. There's this high snap. Pollard doing a kicking and low. It gets a little tip of it. That was a great play by Coakley. Comes in and gets a tip on the ball, and Pollard knocked it out of bounds, but just not a good kick all the way out down to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 on the second possession for Citrus.
It initially hit on the 30, but they're going to mark it on the 24-yard line, I think, Brett, or Mike, just inside that 25-yard marker. And they crank it up from there with 7:58 showing on the clock here.
So second possession for Citrus. They were 3 and out on the last possession and deep in their territory. So see what they can do here. Again, Barroso has been the quarterback from the start. Martone is the one in the backfield now. Single setback. They got a little wing tee going with a wide receiver to the far sideline. Ball's on the far side, hash mark. There's some motion, and it's going to hand off the motion. And a great play.
Oh, wow.
That's not, guess who? Tyler Pollard, who actually just knifed in there between the AB gap and took him down for a loss.
The man to make the stop there is Christopher Adamson, and he's a senior this year, 180-pound at 5'10", 5'10". He's kind of low to the ground, made the hit, and it was a nice one when he did get him.
So now Metro Barossa, they're huddling up. Brings up second and call it 12 for Citrus. Ball's placed on the middle of the field, 22-yard line. Loss of 2 on that play. Martone to Barosso's right side. Twin receivers both sides going to pass. He's looking for an out flare pattern to the near sideline. Good pass, good catch, and got a couple yards back. That's number 2 for Citrus, and we don't have him marked on here.
Jaden Williams makes a stop for the Crystal River Pirates. Nice tackle around the knees. Brings him down on the 29-yard line. That was a beautiful pass play.
3rd and about 6 now for Citrus. Big play here. Try to get out of their own territory.
All right.
Cole Baldner on that catch. Now we got triple receivers to the far sideline. Single setback beside Barosso. He's going to take a 2-step, a little bubble screen, throws it, and almost caught, almost picked off. That was number 20 coming across there. Jaden Williams for Crystal River almost had a pick 6, but that'll bring up 4th down. And the Citrus High Hurricanes will punt the ball.
So neither team being able to do anything tonight, just kind of stalled down, and it's all been action on the Citrus side of the field. They'd like with this punt to at least advance it past that midfield stripe and into Pirate territory.
Again, Anton Scriven back deep. Tyrek Scriven back deep for Crystal River. Barosso doing the punting duties. Scriven standing at his own 30-yard line. There's a snap, high snap over the lanes. It's in the end zone. No, it's not. And he kicks it out of bounds, and he kicks it out of the end zone. And that is going to be safety. It should be a safety at that point if they kick it. We'll have to see what happens. But Barosso over his head, ball stops right at the 1-yard line, and he kicks it out of the end zone.
Smart move on his part. You don't want to be caught back there with that ball.
That's true.
Crystal River would have it right on your 2 1-yard line, and let's see where we're going to set it up at.
Yeah, the flag has been thrown now, so they're discussing what is the issue. And I think it's you cannot kick the ball out. It's going to be, it should be a safety. We'll have to see.
Should be, but even if it's a safety, Mike, that saves a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, it does. 2 points versus 6 is going to be a big deal.
Yeah. Stops the clock anyway at 6:22, and we'll take a break here. We'll be back right after this on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Tyler Pollard, who actually just knifed in there between the AB gap and took him down for a loss.
The man to make the stop there is Christopher Adamson, and he's a senior this year, 180-pound at 5'10", 5'10".
Brings up second and call it 12 for Citrus. Ball's placed on the middle of the field, 22-yard line. Loss of 2 on that play. Martone to Barosso's right side. Twin receivers both sides going to pass. He's looking for an out flare pattern to the near sideline. Good pass, good catch, and got a couple yards back. That's number 2 for Citrus, and we don't have him marked on here. Question here on what happened with that play. Snap went over. It is a safety. They're calling it a safety now. So snap went over the punter's head, Barosso, and Barosso kicked the ball out of the end zone, which is a penalty, and then call it as a safety. So Citrus is going to have to kick back to Crystal River. The Crystal River will get the ball with good field percentage area here. 6:22 left in this first quarter, first score of the game. So Crystal River leads 2-0.
This could be a good break, actually, in the end for the Hurricanes because they've not been able to dig their way past the 35-yard line tonight on their side of the field thus far. With this kick, it can get them into Pirate territory. They can reverse the field maybe and get something going from there.
Yeah, Scriven is back deep for Christopher River, standing his own 25-yard line. And Barroso, I believe, is going to do the kicking duties also. There was a big discussion on what they were going to call, and finally they did call the safety.
You geared up for the Gator game tomorrow?
I'm geared
up.
up.
Be a big one, buddy.
Yeah, I'm geared up for every game. I tell you
4:30
what.
pregame showtime, 7:30 opening kickoff in Gainesville. And as they take on North Texas.
Hope that's not a trap game.
Yeah. Brett says, no problem. They should win this, with hands down.
Is it the North Texas Mules? Don't know what their thing is.
I believe you're right.
All right, so they're Citrus is going to kick off from their own 20-yard line because it was a safety, so they're moving back there, and they're going to do a kickoff. Again, Scriven is back deep for the Pirates at his own 25-yard line, and that's number 20 along with him. That's Jaden Williams, both back deep for Chris River. Barroso with the run-up. Total leather. It's a low line drive. It bounces. It's a free ball. It's laying in the middle. And number 45 for Chris River picks it up, but he is smothered as he runs backwards behind the 40. So good coverage by Citrus and a good little kick by Barroso.
Cameron Fisher there picked it up and went right through the front line between somebody's legs there. I didn't pick up the number on the player, but between his legs, rolls over the 50. So, again, what I was saying, it gives Citrus a break, gives them the first opportunity to get into Crystal River territory tonight. They're at the 39-yard line as Crystal River will start it up from there. If they can hold them, that's going to change the momentum of the ball game.
We've got a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout as you're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Do you ever forget what it's like to save money? Example, Mike Scott Plumbing is known for saving you money. Don't use a cheesy GPS to find fixtures and faucets. Just come on down to Mike Scott Plumbing where you'll find all the plumbing fixtures you're looking for. Not to mention a showroom which is over 4,000 square feet. Come inside and have a look. Or call us toll-free 866-314-4443. And remember, if water runs through it, we do it.
Celebrate Truck Month at Nick Nicholas Ford. Get tailgate specials on new truck inventory. Save up to $8,000 off 2016 F-350 with Ford Credit Financing. Stop by today and register to win a 55-inch HD TV to watch your favorite teams. No purchase necessary. It's Truck Month at Nick Nicholas Ford. Highway 44 east of Inverness. Don't miss it.
One entry per family. Not all will qualify for Ford financing. See dealer for all details.
CBS Sports Radio 104.3 is your official home for Gator football, Gator basketball, Rays baseball, and high school sports. This is WYKE English 104.3.
And welcome back to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3. Chris River with his first possession had a little motion. They're going to move back a couple yards. And they'll get restarted. The ball is placed right about the 34-yard line. Be first and say at 15 as Chris River comes out from the huddle. Again, going right to left on your radio. Shotgun formation, twin receivers at the far sideline. Ball's on the near side hash mark. Snap. A little bubble screen to Pollard. He gets it in the open field. Gets one or two. Gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Maybe 1 yard less. Gain of about 4 yards on that. It'll bring up second and call it 11.
Nice tackle there by Mitchell Barroso. Again, playing the defensive back slot. Senior this year, 170 pounds at 5'11". He shows some real blazing speed. He was in there, made the tackle, and brought him down as quickly as anybody could have. And it drops him for a loss back. Make it second and 11 from there.
Shotgun formation, single set back to Wardlow's right. Handoff to Scriven. He goes off left guard. And he's smothered right there for no gain. So it's going to bring up third and long with 5:30 left in this first quarter.
Justice Walker made the stop for the Citrus Hurricanes up on the line there. He was thought he had an open hole to go through. Walker moved in, closed that thing off right away, just shut him down. Lost a couple of inches, but not much more than that.
Again, Wardlow in the shotgun formation with Scriven to his right, set back to his right a little bit. Twin receivers to the near sideline. Blitz is coming. A slant pattern, high throw, and almost a good play, but that was intended for Caleb Bray. Went right through his hands.
Oh, man, he had it too. I mean, he could feel it on the fingertips, but it just came a little bit too hard and bounced right through his fingertips. And over the head, fortunately for Crystal River, of the defender, not Caleb Bray, Max Martone for the Citrus Hurricanes. If he hadn't have tipped it that high when he did get it, it would have been an interception.
Austin Use, I believe that is there. It's Christopher Admonson, I'm not sure back, but also Barroso is back. Now, they almost got this last time. Coakley got a little tip on it, so we'll see who's going to be doing the puntings. Actually, it's not Pollard. Pollard did the last punt. Good snap. Cut and cuff, good rush, low line, end over end kick. It bounces at the 35, picked up right
nice
there,
pickup.
and he's going to go to the far sideline. Breaks one tackle, breaks two tackle, and then slides out. Just gets past the mid-pay point, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Citrus inside Chris River at the 49-yard line.
Boy, I tell you what, that was a nice run back from the 35 and getting it up across the midfield stripe there. He did a terrific job. Actually, he sidestepped a couple of defenders, and Dexter White, the ball carrier, really made a good save at the last minute. And it's going to be marked at, we'll call it the 48-yard line, Crystal River side of the field there, Mike.
1st and 10 as Citrus huddles up. This is their third possession of the first quarter. 4:45 left in this first. 2-0. Chris River leads on a safety. Barroso is going to be under center now. Little wing T with the man far to the sideline. Ball's on the near side hash mark. A little motion from Coakley. Coakley gets the ball up the middle. He breaks two tackles at the 40. He's at the 35. He's got one man to beat. 25, brought down, 20-yard line. And that'll be a great run by Mr. Coakley there.
I'll tell you what, if it had not been for the speed of Jaden Williams of Crystal River, the sophomore, he would have been gone for a touchdown. It was just a foot race from about the 30-yard line, and he gets caught down closer to the 15 than the 20, and that's where they're going to bring up a 1st and 10, mark it on the 16-yard line. Hurricanes have got the ball on the move.
They can get a first down here and get 4 more plays as they get ready to come out of the huddle. Barroso under center, I formation with the single wide out to the far side. Ball's on the near side hash mark. Barroso on the center, snap. Hand off to Coakley. Cuts back inside. Is intended to go outside. Cuts back inside. Gain of a couple there. Bring up 2nd, and we'll call it 7.
I'll tell you what, Miles Hampton was ready for him this time because they tried the same hole, and Hampton was there to close it down on him. And at 6'3", 180 pounds, he made every one of those 180 count and stopped him just over the 15 at the 14-yard line. But had he not been there, you would have seen a duplicate of the last play.
We call it 2nd and 8 now. 3:54 in this first quarter left. Martone is a single setback behind Barroso. Little wing T. Motion. Give off to Martone off the right tackle, and bullies himself for a couple more yards. And we got 3rd and long, maybe 1 more yard on, so it'll be 3rd and 7.
Had some nice blocking up front there from the Hurricane line. A couple of players, and I'll track them down for you. Martone was up front there. Lowry was in front of him. And good blocking to take it down a yard or two and give them now a 3rd and call it a long 6, a short 7 yards for the first they need.
Martone, 6'1", 225. He's a load to bring down, playing fullback. Number 40 now, Terrence Coakley back in I formation. He's going to hand off to Coakley. He's going to cut in inside, and he's just met right at the thing. That is Mr. Pollard coming back through on his middle linebacker. Took him down in a hurry.
Tyler Pollard, who plays both ways, of course, for Crystal River, a senior, and he made it count. Stuffed him right there before he could even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So 4th down, it looks like they're going to try a field goal.
That would put him up by 1. We're closing down the first period here, 2:38 and counting left in the first, with Crystal River on top of the score here, 2-0.
They got to hurry it up a little bit. Barroso setting ball down. Could be a 30-yard field goal as the ball's set. Kicks up, and it is good right through the uprights. So Citrus gets on the board, 3 points, as Barroso puts it through the uprights. 3-0, 3-2 for here's the score with 2:20 left. As you're listening to CBS Sports 104.3 Friday Night Football.
Love Honda's model year-end sale ends soon, so hurry in and save on every new Honda.
And Love Honda is making it easier than ever to buy. It all starts online at lovehonda.com. Then come in and choose from our best selection of new Hondas priced to sell, like a new 2016 Honda Civic LX Automatic for just $159 a month, or drive a new 2016 Honda Accord LX Automatic, just $169 a month, and the new 2016 CRV LX Automatic two-wheel drives are only $179 a month. These are rock-bottom prices you won't see any other time of the year, only during the model year-end sale at Love Honda. See more clearance specials at lovehonda.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Honda on Highway 19 between Homosassa and Crystal River. Come and see what Love can do for you.
36 months, 12,000 miles per year, $29.99 to its 90 plus tax title license and any dealer installed options. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
When you get down in the red zone. All right, Chris River going right to left. Third possession of this first quarter. There's a snap. Fake handoff on the motion is given to the up back, which is Scriven. He pounds his way a couple yards off the left tackle, and it'll be second down and call it 7. Or call it 8, I'm sorry.
All right, the big man that had hold of the jersey and wasn't about to let go was Mikey Vandertulip. He's a senior this year at 6'1", 210 pounds. He was hanging on for dear life, and if it hadn't been for him, that would have been a much bigger gain for the Crystal River Pirates.
Twin receivers to the near sideline. Ball's on the near side hash mark. Wardlow in the shotgun. Pistol formation. It's a bad snap. He's got a little pitch. He pitches out the scrim. He's got wide open. It's a 40, 35, 50. He could go all the way. 40. Nobody's going to catch him. 20, 10. One man to beat. And he does. Touchdown.
Wow.
Tyrek Scriven.
Excellent carry.
60-yard TD run out the right side on the far sideline. And I tell you, Logan Wardlow made that play. It's a bat snap and pitched it out to Scriven, and he took it all the way.
Man, he turned the afterburners on, and he was gone. Like you say, one defender had an opportunity at him, but he just, once he kicked it into high gear, he was gone. So
right now, okay, score 123 left. Score stands at 8-3, and with the extra point looming.
Thought we were going to have a little bit of rain early on tonight, but the field is moist, but the rain stopped before we all got here, and it's turned out to be a cool evening for the crowd. Thank goodness.
Yeah. I mean, it was raining in the middle of the county where I came from.
Last week we were in a hot box, I can tell you that. Had the sun shining down. It was a Florida evening, balmy and hot.
Let's see what they're calling. I'm not sure if they're going to try to go for 2 or they're going to try to kick it. So, yeah, the flag was thrown at. Maybe it was celebration, too much celebration. There's a flag down in the far corner of the end zone. It might have been where they had too much joy in the game.
Oh, a little excess celebrating down there,
yeah,
Mike?
just give it to him. Come on, man. This is football.
Got the word, and our streaming tonight working very good. If you haven't already tuned in, you can do that on YouTube at CBS Sports Radio 104.3. Got to put that all in, and you can watch this game as well as listen to it tonight on the radio.
All right, they are going to go for 2 now. They're going to kick it. So they're going to go for 2 here to make it up, to get the 10 difference, the 7-point lead. It's going to be Wardlow under center, single setback. His Pollard, motion Scriven. It's going to be an inside handoff. Now it's Cameron Fisher, and he just barely did no good. They're going to say did not break the plane, so no good on the extra point attempt. So it still stands to the score being Crystal River 8, Citrus 3, 1:23 left in the first quarter.
All right, so we're going to take another break. We'll be back right after this on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Crystal River, a fun, friendly dealership serving the region for 29 years. Buying a new vehicle should be an exciting time. The professional staff at Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln in beautiful Crystal River works hard to ensure your vehicle buying experience is hassle-free. Learn the difference a fun, friendly dealership can mean at Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Highway 19, just north of Crystal River. NickNicholasFordLincoln.com.
Back in the Citrus Bowl in Inverness, it's an 8-3 ball game with Crystal River on top of the score by 5 tonight.
So Crystal River is going to be kicking off after that Tyreek Scriven 60-yard TD run. And the extra point attempt failed, so keeps it at a 8-3 score.
You were lighting up my meters over here, Mr. Mike, a while ago. You got so excited on that touchdown that you burned a circuit out over this way.
I apologize for that. I tell you what, I love this football. I love when you can see a play like that. If somebody doesn't get excited about that, then they don't need to be watching.
They don't need to be watching. You're exactly right.
Here's the run-up. And the kick, a low line drive. It's going to bounce at the 35, and somebody falls on it, and then it's going to pick it up. Going to do the near sideline. So that pushes out of bounds finally right about the 50-yard line. That's number 12 for Citrus, Cody Russell, who picked up the ball.
And the man to run him out of bounds is Tyreek Scriven for the Crystal River Pirates. That 6 foot, 170-pound frame of his just knocked him right out. And he was lucky to get as far as he did into Pirate territory. I say as far as he did. He's 1 yard deep. At the 49-yard line, they will crank it up there with a 1st and 10.
Citrus 0-2 and Crystal River 0-2 in play right now, but this is the first district contest, so this is a big game for both of them. Can't go, down one in district play. Gonna have a wing tee as Barroso goes under center. Martone is a single setback. Motion, Coakley across the face. Fake handoff. He's gonna roll to his right. Wardo's looking for a deep ball down the seam, and it's up for grabs. And no play. Good defensive play. And there's a flag now. That's number 3. Kyle Robinson. They're gonna say pass interference. And that's going to put 15.
I'll tell you what, did you see Jason Graham put the hit in the backfield there on Barroso right after he released the ball? It was awesome.
They're saying should be a penalty against Chris River from what I can see.
Man, how many yards in the air did he have that? 10, 20, 30 yards in the air?
Yeah.
That was a nice throw. And on target, too. It's going to be a long one against the Pirates.
So right now, penalties are kicking Chris River a little bit backwards.
15-yarder.
Both offense and defense. Scriven did that one, and we had, I think that was number 2, Kyle Robinson, on a pass interference on that.
1:05 left in the first period. Again, 8-3 the score in case you just joined us. Crystal River on top by 5. They scored first in the game tonight with a safety, followed it up with a touchdown, but no point after.
Again, a little wing. And then they're going to move back to I formation with the slot back to the right-hand side. Barroso under center, handoff to Coakley. He cuts up the middle, and he's buried himself for a couple good yards. Brings him all the way down to, they'll call it the 27-yard line. And bring up 2nd down.
I tell you what, he barrels right into Tyler Beam and Cameron Fisher. Mr. Beam, I don't think he knew what hit him, man. He just flew about 3 yards in the air backward when he got hit, and he gets up okay, though.
TJ, that's Terrence Coakley. He's 5'9", 240. You'd go backwards if somebody hit you that big.
I probably shook up a grandmom out there somewhere. Sorry about that.
That's a
2nd down and 4, call it.
Barroso under center again, I formation, hand off to number 2. It's going to be Cole Baldner. He goes outside. He's hit pretty hard, but he releases 1, 2, still driving. Finally is brought down by number 45. That is Cameron Fisher. And a good run by Cole Baldner, though.
I'll tell you what, the man that made the real difference there was Tyreek Scriven. He slowed him down just enough for Cameron Fisher to get the handle on him when he made the initial hit. And if it hadn't have been for that, he would have probably shot right past Fisher and been gone for a touchdown.
Ball stays on the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for Citrus. We're about underneath 10 seconds right now. See if they can get this play off before Not sure if they're going to be able to. Barroso under center, single setback. Coakley's going to move in motion. Hand off to Motone. He's going to go off the right side, and he's brought down for a short gain. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. And they're going to switch sides. And we're going to switch sides. We're going to switch to a station break. 8-3. Chris River leads at this end of this first period. You're listening to CBS Sports 104.3.
Do you ever forget what it's like to save money? For example, Mike Scott Plumbing is known for saving you money. Don't use a cheesy GPS to find fixtures and faucets. Just come on down to Mike Scott Plumbing where you'll find all the plumbing fixtures you're looking for. Not to mention a showroom which is over 4,000 square feet. Come inside and have a look. Or call us toll free 866-314-4443. And remember, if water runs through it, we do it.
Love Honda's model year-end sale ends soon, so hurry in and save on every new Honda.
And Love Honda is making it easier than ever to buy. It all starts online at lovehonda.com. Then come in and choose from our best selection of new Hondas priced to sell, like a new 2016 Honda Civic LX Automatic for just $159 a month, or drive a new 2016 Honda Accord LX Automatic, just $169 a month, and the new 2016 CRV LX Automatic two-wheel drives are only $79 a month. These are rock bottom prices you won't see any other time of the year. Only during the model year-end sale at Love Honda. See more clearance specials at lovehonda.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Honda on Highway 19 between Homosassa and Crystal River. Come and see what Love can do for you.
36 months, 12,000 miles per year. $29.99 to its 90 plus tax title license and any dealer installed options. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
Citrus at it inside the red zone, and now are ready to go goal with the jet sweep by number 6, Dexter White. Comes off and gains a good chunky yardage. Ball is placed just on the 5-yard line, and so it'll be first and goal.
I'm glad you could see that because when I got to the end of the wall here, it was like nothing.
I formation as Barroso's under center. Single set back to the left side. Again, number 6. And it's fumbled. Ball comes out. Crystal River was recovered. Ball came out, so that was Dexter White again, who went off left side. He got hit pretty hard. Ball comes out, and Crystal River recovers for the first turnover of the night.
A couple of them in there. I'm not sure who was credited with it. Jaden Williams was in the pack there somewhere. But there was a couple of nice hits and shook the ball loose. Good turnover and a good save at just the right time there for the Crystal River Pirates.
Well, they're going to be starting deep in their own territory. That's better than an additional 6 points on it. So they're going to be inside the 5-yard line. So it'll be placed on the 4, be first and 10 for the Crystal River Pirates. Again, they're going to be switching. Now they're going to go left to right on your radio. If you're following on live stream on our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see which way they're going.
All right. Again, I'll remind Gator football fans, tune in tomorrow at 4:30 for the start of our pregame show here on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Logan Wardlow under center now. Little wing tee action, and then it's going to be a motion to there. Scriven goes out, gives it a handoff right up the middle. That's number 20. He breaking tackles all the way out to the 20-yard line. Keeps on pushing, moving all the way out to the 25-yard line. 26-yard line is a great run.
Wow.
By number 20. That's Jaden Williams for Chris River.
For Citrus, Christopher Adamson and Cody Russell are both in on the tackle. I think there was another number there I didn't catch, but it took all three of them to bring him down. He was just set to run over anything in his sight, either run it over or run through it.
Again, motion for the backfield. Under center was Wardlow. Handoff again up the middle. He's hit immediately. That's again Jaden Williams. And number 1 coming up there, Richard Barroso. Zach Marteau, number 3, comes in as linebacker position, takes him down, and no gain on that play. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice crowd have come over from Crystal River tonight to see this ball game. And, of course, the hometown crowd for Inverness, always big. And they're here to fire their Hurricanes onto a victory if they can.
Wardlow's going to go under center again, single setback in the backfield. Motion across the backside of the backfield. Read option play, handoff to the inside man. He comes a couple of yards That's like Fisher, Cameron Fisher, gains of about 2. He's going to bring up 3rd and long, probably call it 3rd and 7.
A couple of Hurricanes in there on the tackle to make the stop. We didn't pick up the numbers, but at the 29-yard line, they are moving the ball quite well there.
So big play here if they want to try to continue this drive. 10 minutes left, 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. It's 8-3, still your score here at the Citrus Bowl. They're going to go trip receivers to the near sideline. Ball's on the near side hash mark. Single setback behind Wardlow. Snap. Fakes handoff. He's handoff. He's a read option, but number 20, Jaden Williams, brought down for a loss, and that's number 56 for Citrus High School. That's Ladarius McKinnon, who comes right back in there and makes the tackle.
McKinnon, the defensive tackle, had that read from the get-go. He's a junior, and at junior, Mike, he is 6'3", 230 pounds. He looks like a giant coming through the line on you, makes the stop back there, just wrapped his arms around him, and, brings him right down.
That is brings up 4th down, 4th and long, so it looks like they're going to be punting as we get a couple players back for Citrus. That's number 11 for Citrus, Christopher Amundsen, and, of course, number 6, Dexter White, doing the punting duties for Chris Rivers. Snap, low snap. He picks it off the ground, kick it. It's off the side of his foot. I know spiral, but goes out of bounds. That's Dalton Wisniewski for the Chris River Pirates. On the punting, it'll be 1st and 10 for Citrus, and they're going to mark it inside Chris River territory at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice catch, but it happened to be on the sideline by somebody coming off the bench. Sorry about that. Anyway, it'll be a switcheroo, and at the 45-yard line, we will set things in motion with the clock at 8:54 here in the second period of this game tonight. Been a pretty tight one so far.
Yeah, just a couple mistakes here and there. So as Citrus gets ready for its 5th possession of the first half. The shotgun formation with running backs to Barroso's left and right. Snap, going to be a quarterback keeper. He's looking for a play. He's trying to juke people out. He's out to the sideline. He comes on the near sideline, and Chris River had that read very well. Number 3 takes him down. That's Caleb Bray for a short gain, if any.
Tyler Beam was in the backfield early and almost had him, went down to the shoestrings, and he just couldn't hang on long enough. But he held on long enough to delay him for Pollard to get him up there at the line. So, again, they just do get up to about the 44-yard line, and that's where they're going to put it into action after a yard gainer. That brings up 2nd and 9.
8:20 left in this second quarter, first half, and then again shotgun formation with running backs both sides of Barroso. Wide receivers both left and right. Snap, read option to Coakley. Coakley's going to take it off left side. Chipped up once, but he keeps his feet moving, gets all the way down to the 35-yard line. Close to the first down. Looks like they may call it, depends on which foot they're going to spot it with, but they're saying just short of the 35-yard line.
That trip up in the backfield was thanks to the courtesy of Trevor Betchel for the Crystal River Pirates, and then it's Fisher to make the stop right up when he did finally bring him down.
They're a half yard short, so it's going to bring up 3rd and short for Citrus High. Again, your score here, Crystal River 8, Citrus 3. Just getting started under the second quarter. Again, shotgun formation with Barroso with running backs both to his left and right. Blitz coming for Chris River, hand off to Coakley, and he's hit right behind the line, and guess who? When he snaps in there, that's Tyler Pollard. We have a flag on the play, and that is for excessive celebration or unsportsmanlike conduct for Tyler Pollard. And that's a good play negated by a bad play. Pollard got in there, shot the gap, got him in the backfield, had a loss on the play on 3rd and short, and got up and kind of wiped his hands on his shirt right there, on his jersey on the front, kind of moved his hands up and down, and that's unsportsmanlike conduct, and that's against Chris River. So
you hate to see that.
Well, you got to have that in your mindset. Is everything that they're looking at, trying to do, the referees trying to keep that sportsmanship in the game, and any kind of signing like that is going to bring an automatic unsportsmanlike conduct call, and that's a big one for Chris River. Moves them deeper, in fact, closer to the red zone, as the ball will be placed right outside the 20-yard line, called 21, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Citrus.
Big 15-yard penalty on that one.
Pollard's going to get an earful. He's a good player, but he's got to think better than that.
All right, signal being sent in here to Barroso from the sideline.
Grosso is going to be under center. I formation with Coakley and number 7. That'll be Justice Walker as a fullback. Wide receiver to the left-hand side. Hand off to Coakley. And he is hit behind the backfield. Again, who it is. Tyler Pollard again. Gets in the backfield again. He has a nose for that football. Kind of makes up for that last play.
You got it. Sniffed it right out.
Yeah, he's all over the place again. Tyler Pollard actually leading. He had 74 solo tackles last year. He's got 14 going into this game. So he's averaging 7 a game. So he brings up second and call it 13. Ball's just inside the 25-yard line of Chris River.
Those of you wondering where Brett Knutson is, he is running around back and forth, working with the Knutson twins here to bring us your streaming online and doing a fine job. But between camera and computer, that man's everywhere.
He is. That's why he calls himself the sports director. So we got a flag. Looks like a delay of game.
We'll try to talk with Brett here in the half and get his thoughts about the first half and what changes they may be thinking of making. But thus far, it's a stalemate after the initial 2 scores, 8-3. Again, if you're joining us late, it was an early safety for Crystal River to put 2 on the board. They followed with a touchdown, couldn't convert to the point after, and Citrus with a field goal.
Barosso's got a wide open man, and it's thrown up for grabs and then intercepted as Barosso underthrew the player. He was wide open for a second, but just missed him on that. Couldn't see who got the ball in the end zone. It looked like it might have been number 6, Xavier Francis McCullough, on the interception.
We'll give it credit to him. And that means a nice save once again for Crystal River. They escape being scored on down deep in their territory. But that was a nice throw, just a little bit short.
And he threw it at one point. He was running an out pattern and up to the flag, and he was wide open for a second there, but just took a little long for the ball to get there, and McCullough was able to adjust. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Crystal River, and looks like they're taking a break.
Taking a break?
We'll
take a break.
Yep.
We'll be back right after this on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Chevrolet.
Love Chevrolet's easy buying experience starts online at lovechevysales.com. And the ease and convenience continues through every step of your new car purchase. At Love Chevrolet, it's easy to buy a new Chevy. Right now, buy any new Chevy with 0 down, 0% financing up to 60 months is available. Drive new 2016 Chevy Cruises, $179 a month. Or a 2016 Chevy Malibu for just $199 a month. Looking for a Chevy truck? Right now, you could save up to $9,000. Don't miss this chance for rock bottom pricing during the model year-end sale at Love Chevrolet. See all the savings and selection at lovechevysales.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Chevrolet. On Highway 44 in Inverness, come and see what love could do for you.
24 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers on approved credit. 500 due at signing plus tax and licensing fees.
For over 45 years, you've been able to find Bull Rice Roofing listed in the phone book. How many other companies are still listed along with them? Good question. Bull Rice Roofing has been there for you for over 45 years, with quality roofing from a family-owned and operated business with only employees, not subcontractors. Bull Rice Roofing, dependable, reasonable, and as easy to remember as a bowl of rice. Bull Rice Roofing, 628-7445, CCC 025464.
All right, we are back, and Chris River had run 2 plays. On the second play, it looks as though there was a fumble. We're still having some discussion with the receivers, but it is looking like it's Citrus High School's ball, and Mikey Vandertulip recovered that ball as the running back, the up back for Chris River, dropped it down. So there was a holding penalty along with that, but it is a turnover as Citrus gets it 1st and goal, and that's a tough place to fumble the ball right there. So inside the 5-yard line, Citrus will get started on its 6th possession of the first half.
All right, and this is not like, if you're watching us on streaming, by the way, tonight, we're not like network TV. You don't lose the action during the commercial break. You may hear the commercial, but you'll still see the action. Thanks to our camera crew.
There you go. All right, so we get going here, 1st and 10 inside the goal line. 1st and goal, actually, for Citrus, as it's just inside the 4-yard line. They break the huddle and they've got a high formation. Coakley and Martone, a bunch of bulk in the back as Barroso goes under center. And really quick, we got a timeout on the field by Citrus as they want to talk about it a little bit inside there. That's the first play before they even get it off. They're going to call a timeout. So this is a crucial play for them, crucial time. There can't be any mistakes on this one because you're down by 5. One score here, touchdown, you're ahead.
You're back in there.
Exactly.
Yep, you take the lead with that one touchdown, and they would like to go into the locker room with the lead at the half. Both these teams got to feel pretty good tonight, though. They have defensively done quite well. Offense, a little sputter here and there, but the defense for both of these ball clubs has been outstanding.
You think about it, though, Citrus has put the ball on the ground or turned a turnover both times inside scoring position. So that's what's going to kill them. They have to look back on the second half. They can't do that. And Chris River's a good team. They're going to take advantage of that.
Every time they'll take advantage of it on you.
So as they come on the sideline, the offensive coordinator there for Citrus, Dan Boldner, giving some instructions to his running backs and quarterback. It's Barroso, again, Coakley and Martone. Both of them, if you look at them, they're 240, 225. That's the load coming through. They're going to go shotgun on this formation with Coakley and Martone to each side of Barroso. 2 wide receivers far flanked on both sides. Ball's in the middle of the field. It's going to be a direct run. It's going to be Barroso who's going to try to run it. He does. He gets through untouched. 6 points for Mitchell Barroso for Citrus High School.
Well, they've jumped back up there with 6 points. Gives them now the lead by 1. They're going to attempt to make it even better than that with the play afterward.
They're going to go ahead and try to kick this and tie it up. That's number 7 for Citrus, Justice Walker. Looks like he's going to be doing another kicking. They do a little swinging gate here as they line up to the left, and the kicker and the holder are in the middle, Coakley. And now we've got a flag thrown because there's no set. They had to get set on that play, and they moved the football. So flag comes out. That's going to move them back. Illegal motion.
He, of course, got the field goal earlier. They gave him the 3 points, and for a short time there, they had the lead. But they got the lead once again by a single point, 9-8, no matter how this goes, on the attempt afterward.
Barroso doing the kicking. 5:15 as the clock stopped for this point after attempt. There's a snap. Put down. Kick is up, and it's blocked.
Wow.
Knocked down right there in the middle of the field, so it's no good.
Max Martone in there to block it.
That keeps 9-8. That's a score. 5:15 left in this first half. And again, mistakes and turnovers are working to change the concept of this game. And you're seeing Citrus and Chris River both make those mistakes.
So I'm saying Martone is actually Caleb Bray. I'm sorry, I got the wrong lineup in front of me. Caleb Bray makes that block there. Senior, 5'11", 160 pounds. He had to stretch a little bit to get that extra out there.
So we have a real tight ball game here as we get deeper into this first half. And it's a defensive struggle. Not a lot of points being scored, but the offensive mistakes and the turnovers are good. Actually, the team that makes the least mistakes, which is kind of redundant, and in football that's what happens, but the team with the least mistakes right now is going to be the winner on the outcome of this one.
That sounds too football, savvy there, man.
It's coach cliche, basically. Don't make the move. One team that makes the less mistakes wins. Pretty much what it is.
You got it. All right, Coach Saban.
Barroso going to do the kicking duties on the 40-yard line for Citrus. We've got number 20 back there for Chris River. That's Jaden Williams and, of course, Tyrek Scriven. Here's the run up. Barroso, he's been kicking low. It's a nice high kick. It's going to the far sideline. Bounces once. Scriven takes it on the far sideline. He's running down the sideline. He gets one down the 25 to the 30, and he's pushing a little bit. Gets maybe out to the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Chris River.
Well, I'll be glad when we finally get the action going on our end of the field here, because you're the only guy that can see that end from where I'm sitting at. Unfortunately, I got a big wood column in the way. But anyway, 5:08 on the clock, second period. And when they go into the locker room at the half, barring any more changes in the next 5 minutes, it'll be Citrus on top by a single point. And you like a nice, close ball game. Crowds love that, And when you're talking cross-county rivalry, this is it.
Yep, fifth possession for Chris River. They're got a jet sweep as the wide receiver comes back in, but Chris Citrus reads it very well and takes him down for a loss of 1, so it's going to be 2nd and 11.
In on the tackle there, too, is Destin Call. He's a senior this year.
Yep, DeAndre Parker was the running on that. DeAndre Parker, if you remember our first game that we did here on Friday Night Football for CBS Sports, he was the quarterback. And very dangerous runner, so trying to get the ball into the athlete's hands. Twin receivers to the near sideline, one to the far. Pistol formation with Warlow. Two-step drop. Rush coming. He throws the ball across the middle. Caught! And that's number 3, Caleb Ray. Very nice catch. Close to the first down, but good coverage there after the catch. So Caleb Ray bringing the ball down on a high pass by Wardlow. Wardlow got, again, pancaked by the defensive end.
It was Caden Gunter, the defensive back there, that was charged with covering him. He played him deep, and they got burned in the process.
That brings up 3rd and short. We're going to go again. Split formation. 2 receivers to the left, runs to the right. Blitz coming. Ball's underthrown because Wardlow was under pressure. There was a blitz coming from outside from Martone. He forced the issue. It brings up 4th and short. And let's see if they bring out the punting team, and they do.
Martone had that big paw up there. He almost knocked it down to the line. But he got the pass away, but he had to throw it too low. You're right.
So back deep for Citrus, Cole Baldner. And it looks like number 1, Mitchell Barroso. No, I'm sorry, number 11, Christopher Adams. Dalton Wisniewski deep for the kicking, doing the kicking duties for Chris River. Baldner is back deep, standing at the 20-yard line. Low line drive punt, very returnable. Bounces once, it's picked up. He's going to come to the near sideline. He's got the 30 and moves around, and that's number 11 all the way out to the 40-yard line as a host of Pirates try to get in there and make the tackle.
Lead tackles was Miles Hampton and Jaden Williams in there. They wrapped him up. But I tell you what, I like the way that he, when he gets hit, he spins and breaks out of it. He broke out of a couple of tackles before they finally stopped him. At the 41-yard line is where the official will mark the ball down.
Ball's on the near side hash mark. That was Chris Abinson, by the way, on the return. It's hard to see the numbers a little bit on the front jerseys. On the back, it's a little bit easier. But as they break the huddle, Citrus coming out all in black helmets, going right to left. If you're listening on radio, if you want to see it, it's on our video stream channel.
Easy for you to say.
That's right. There's a read option by Barroso. He's going to take it himself. He's going to go to the far sideline, catches the corner, and gets 1-2 missing, and gets all the way out to the 50-yard line, just past it. Looks like he's going to get the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 inside the Chris River Pirate territory.
Well, I'll tell you what, Xavier Francis got a grab on his foot, started him on the way down, but he went 5 yards further after that. So we'll give Xavier credit with the initial tackle on that for Crystal River.
Just a quick update if you're following local here, which we do all the time. Bellevue is in the lead over Dunn-Allen, 7-0 in the first quarter. And no score on First Coast and Wekiwachi, and Hernando and Lecanto, no score there early in the part. Seven Rivers Christian and Zephyr Hills Christian are all tied up in the first quarter, 7-7. And Central, I'm sorry, that was yesterday. Central got beat 59-20 by Nature Coast Tech. So they're measuring right now to see if this is a first down. And they've got inches to go, so it'll be 2nd and inches for Citrus just inside Chris River territory.
Boy, I'm surprised at that 7-7 tie ball game there for Seven Rivers and Zephyr Hills. I was expecting a bigger gap at the end of the first period, but there it is for you. And Bellevue. We knew they would be tough coming in against Dunn-Allen. Coach Brantley over there has done an incredible job.
I was going to say, he's picking up players that need to be picked up, and he's doing a fantastic job on that. So here we go, 2nd and short for Citrus High, as they're just like I said, inside the 50-yard line, inside Chris River territory. Break the huddle. They're going to have one receiver to the far sideline. Ball's on the far side hash mark. A little wing T now as Martone is a single setback. Barroso under center. Motion across the backside. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He tries to go at the middle, and he gets pushed back. Not sure if forward progress they're going to give it to him. We'll see where they spot it, and it looks like it may be a first down.
Nothing going there as you had first through Tyler Pollard. No surprise on that one, followed behind by Xavier Francis. and they just knocked him on his butt.
And then we're going to call a timeout for a measurement. So with that, we'll take a quick break. You're listening to Friday Night Football on CBS Sports 104.3.
Save a buck on a new truck from Eagle Buick GMC. 2016 GMC Terrains from $199 a month. 2016 GMC Acadias from $299 a month. Select from hundreds of new trucks and SUVs at Eagle. New 2016 GMC Sierras. Every color, every model. Regular cabs, extended cabs, crew cabs, and diesels. Save over $6,000. Eagle Buick GMC is your GMC truck headquarters. Visit EagleBuickGMC.com or stop by US 19 in Homosassa.
Celebrate Truck Month at Nick Nicholas Ford. Get tailgate specials on new truck inventory. Save up to $5,900 off MSRP on a 2016 Ford F-150 with Ford credit financing. Test drive a new vehicle and spin the wheel for instant cash. That's right, instant cash. It's Truck Month at Nick Nicholas Ford, Highway 44 east of Inverness.
One entry per family, no purchase necessary. Instant cash spin ends 9/30/16. Not all will qualify for Ford financing. See dealer for all details.
CBS Sports Radio 104.3 is your official home for Gator football, Gator basketball, Rays baseball, and high school sports. This is WYKE English 104.3.
All right, welcome back. We're back. Friday Night Football here on CBS Sports 104.3. 9 to 8. Your Citrus Hurricanes lead by 1. 1:16 left in this half. And
you just got thrown off by that whiff of charcoal hamburger that drifted in through the window here. Definitely. I know what happened to you.
A couple plays, good reverse for Citrus brings them within about 3 yards, so it brings up 3rd and 3. Ball's just outside the 40-yard line at Crystal River. So 1:15 left in this first half. They're going to try to put some more points on the board here for the Hurricanes.
Well, there's a timeout on the field. We'll keep it here, though, instead of throwing it back for a commercial break. Again, this has been a back-and-forth ball game, been close all the way here in the first half. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. And, again, if you want to catch up with it online, you can also view it streaming live tonight, or you can watch it tomorrow or anytime through the week just by going to CBS Sports Radio 104.3. Don't forget the point in there, 104.3. And you'll see the game of the week come up, the Crystal River Pirates and Citrus Hurricane logos there for you.
A couple updates on some more scores here. Still, of course, the big one up there at Dunellen, 7-7 now. Dunellen's come back and tied them up at the first quarter. Crystal River, of course, down by 1 point here at Citrus. And as we get started here, 1:15 left in this first half.
If I sound excited for the Tigers, hey, I'm pulling for them tonight.
There you go. And it's going to be a fake and a pitch out to the near sideline as Cole Baldner brings it down, gets the first down and more. Stays in bounds, though, and clock is still running. 1:05 left as tried to get out of bounds, but Crystal River player forced him inside and did it. So here's a first real quick to getting up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to try to run a play here. 1:04 and counting left in this first half.
I was going to say Baldner was lucky to catch that one because he was throwing it, pitching it downward, and he made a nice catch there, and it was Wardlow that made the stop.
Wing T and Wardlow, actually a flag comes out before Wardlow snaps the ball, and he tries to ground it by just throwing it to the ground, but flag came out before the play. Offsides, Crystal River. So again, some more mental mistakes by the Pirates as they're going to knock off 5 yards. So going to call it 2nd and 5. Sorry, 1st and 5.
Don't forget, every week, Friday night, you can catch the game of the week right here on CBS Sports Radio 104.3. We're proud to bring you this cross-county rivalry of Citrus and Crystal River tonight. Week to week, we try and pick what we think is going to be the closest and best game in our area and try and spread it around and get as many of these teams in covered as we can.
Barroso with the snap. He's going to give a jet sweep to number 11 on the far side and drive out the good block. The blocker's in front of him, Martone, and gets it out of bounds. He'll stop the clock at 34.7 as he gets the first down. And he's inside, just outside the 25-yard line. They call it the 20-yard line. He gets out of bounds. Now they're marking it back up where he stepped out of bounds. It's going to be up the 27-yard line.
I think it was Wisniewski that helped him out of the sideline over there for the Crystal River Pirates.
It's going to be up 2nd and short for Citrus as they break the huddle again. 34.7 seconds, and they're running the ball, so they've got to get up there to the line of scrimmage if they run it again. Barroso's going to go under center. A little wing T action with Martone behind him. Receiver to the far sideline. Motion across the back. Handoff again up the middle to Martone. And he is snapped right there, put down. And not sure if there's a fumble in the play. Christopher Pirates were pointing, but
it did stop the clock, though, at 29.1.
Not sure how they stopped the clock. There must be a timeout. Oh, it is a fumble. It's a fumble, so it's a fumble for Citrus again. Another mistake inside Christopher territory, and Christopher takes over. There was no call, but the referees didn't see a change of possession on that one, so.
Nope. Mr. Knutson down there, get your thoughts on the game, if you would.
Mistakes.
Mistakes.
Bingo.
Mistakes.
Yeah.
A
lot of opportunities for both teams.
Yeah. Tyler Pollard recovered that fumble, by the way, so it's a 1st and 10 with 29 seconds left. You don't want to make a mistake here as Chris River as you're deep in your own territory. So we'll see some running players who run out the clock and go into the thing. So Logan Wardlow under center, handoff as to the up back, Jaden Williams, number 20, I believe, as he gains a couple yards and down to under 20 seconds now, and we'll see if they get one more play off.
Jaden Williams, like you said, making the stop there for the Chris River Pirates. And they take a look at it, eyeball it, see if he's got it.
They're going to let it go down.
Yep.
They're going to call a timeout now with Chris River. Not sure why they would call a timeout with 4.4 seconds left in their own end zone, or not their end zone, and on their own side of the field. It's just, I guess he just wanted to use them up. Said I can't go in there, I can't use them, so we'll just take a timeout.
Take advantage of it now. Maybe we'll come up with some spectacular out of the box play.
I'm not sure if I'd chance that one here. Back deep in your own territory.
Go for a Hail Mary, you know. No, they're really going to let the clock probably go out. Definitely with the last play of the ball as it snapped. That 4.4 will crank off the clock and nothing flat. And our halftime score, I'm sure, is going to be 9-8 with the Hurricanes on top at home here by 1 point. And again, in case you just tuned in, Dunellen and at home is got a real battle on their hands with Bellevue up there in Marion County. Ball game was tied up as we heard about it a while ago. And we haven't gotten an updated score for you Seven Rivers fans yet either. Did you catch the Lecanto score yet?
I have not. It was 0-0 at the one time. So here we go with Chris River. Last play of this first quarter. Wardlow under center with Jaden Williams as a fullback behind him. Blitz coming for Citrus. There's a pass by a pump in the middle, and it's chopped off the hands of Scriven and intercepted by Citrus. So another mistake. That's number 1, Mitchell Barroso, who gets the interception, and that will do it for the first half here at the Citrus Bowl with the Citrus High Hurricanes leading by 1, 9-8. And we'll come back with the second half right after these messages. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Crystal River, a fun, friendly dealership serving the region for 29 years. Buying a new vehicle should be an exciting time. The professional staff at Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln in beautiful Crystal River works hard to ensure your vehicle buying experience is hassle-free. Learn the difference a fun, friendly dealership can mean at Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Highway 19, just north of Crystal River. NickNicholasFordLincoln.com.
Back here at the Citrus Bowl, it's halftime, and the score is 9-8. A single digit separating these two ball clubs here tonight. We knew it was going to be tough, knew it was going to be close. Good ball game, and that's what we have had here. Even though we've had some miscues, some mistakes. The first score of the game came on a safety for the Crystal River Pirates. They went up 2-0. And then, of course, the Hurricanes, they came downfield. They went ahead with a field goal, make it 3-2. Crystal River comes right back with another touchdown, and they go up on top then 8-3, but they're unable to convert the point after. Hurricanes come right back, again do the same thing. They make the touchdown, can't convert the points after, and that's how you get that 9-8 score that we've got up there. So that's how the first half went. I heard somebody say 5 turnovers, I think, for Citrus in the first half. A lot of turnovers, and that safety cost them 2 points, but they got the lead going into the locker room. They got to feel good about that.
Yeah, you got to say there's a little bit of positivity that way, leading up to it, they're winning with all the mistakes they made. So that's the issue. That if you think about it though, as many times as they had the mistakes inside Chris River territory, it could have been easily 3 more touchdowns on there. So they could be blowing Chris River out right now if they didn't make those mistakes. So I think you'll see some adjustment here coming out as head coach, I think it's Haas. That's a new coach for Citrus. And he will make some adjustments on offense and see if they can do some different things there. Chris River on the hand, Tyler Pollard again having a great game. Anton Scriven still think they need to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers. Again, being Scriven, DeAndre Parker. Wardlow has been playing very well. Jaden Williams has got some good runs. Offensively, I think you're going to see both lines. That's what's going to be the difference. Who's going to withstand the next half?
Yeah.
In the trenches, if you can get and power your way through, that's what's going to be the difference here. So we'll see what happens here in the second half.
All right, well, let's go to our favorite pigskin prognosticator who's outside the booth now, but wearing a pair of headphones, and get his thoughts on this one, our sports director, Brett Newsom.
Wow, that was, you talked about just mistake after mistake. But I think if you're Crystal River, you feel like, okay, we gave them a touchdown, dropping the ball really in our own end zone. And as usual, which is the case you see with Crystal River still often, you feel like they've got more athletes. You feel like they've got more big play potential. They just have to figure out a way to get it in their hands. I mean, we've seen Scriven again when he gets the ball in open territory and dangerous in space, but they got to figure out a way to get it to him. And I know, Mike, you pointed it out back in week number 1. It seemed like Crystal River's offense would have a better chance with Wardlow back there because he can sling it a little bit, and he's having a hard time now. And they got to figure out a way. Both teams really have to figure out a way to get them off the line of scrimmage because they're loading up. Nobody's expecting to pass, and when they do, it's been in a double coverage, because they're just not expecting it. So somebody's got to figure out a way to get the ball going. I saw a couple jets sweeps by Crystal River, and someone I think is going to have to figure out a way to get some yards outside too.
Yeah.
And we saw Citrus a couple times on a little option play. They tossed it to the running back out, and even that was covered in space. So this is just a battle up front, and you wonder if somebody's going to break one big play, and that might be enough, or is the second half going to be like the first, whoever makes the biggest mistake?
That could be the difference.
Or the last mistake. So I agree with you. I think the biggest thing with me is that you see both Citrus and Crystal River actually are really running a lot of stunts and a lot of blitzes on them. So it's putting the pressures on the quarterback so they can't get the ball off. And they need to be the offensive lines need to be protecting that quarterback a little bit better and then give him a little more time. If you get 1 second, 1.5 seconds more, those players will get open. So I think that's going to be the difference of whether or not they come out with full blitzes or they're going to come out with a different package in the second half.
All right, I'm going to put Brett on the spot here because he voted against your Buccaneers, Mike, over the weekend. He says Arizona has got this game in the bag. They're going to win.
They should win.
I picked him. I picked the Bucs to lose this one. Arizona's got a good defense, and you can't ever count out the offense for the head coach there at Bruce Arians. He's going to have something up his sleeve. So it's going to be a test for the Buccaneers. I believe that they can handle it. I just hope that we show up and we don't get blown up. Let's put it that way. Show up and play like you can, and I think there's going to be a good inkling, a good sprinkling of Jameis Winston doing some different things out there. So that's what's going to have to happen.
I can't believe this. A Buccaneer fan folds on his own team.
Well,
he must have been drinking too much over there in that other country.
I
That
did have some pints.
That dark beer messes you up. But I mean, look, I know this is the NFL, and every week you're supposed to expect to win no matter who you are. But this is almost like a freebie for the Buccaneers. They knew they had to win 1 out of 2 in their first 2 on the road, and they've got it. They're playing with house money right now. And, I mean, you can play loose. You can play free. You can probably be a little more creative on offense if you want to be early on with Dirk Cutter. You can take some chances. You can run some things you don't normally do against Arizona. And the one thing I saw last week watching that Arizona game, that they were daring Jimmy Garoppolo to throw.
Yeah.
But he showed he could, and he did, and he had receivers open. He didn't have Gronkowski. He had short speed guys that were able to make plays. I can only imagine what the Buccaneers receivers, Mike Evans and Vincent Jackson, are thinking. I mean, usually you don't feel like this when you're going against Tyrann Mathieu and Patrick Peterson, but there's plays to be made. And the other thing for the Buccaneers that I think makes them feel good is, with Carson Palmer, there's not going to be anything outside the pocket. He just is not mobile. He's stationary. He's going to be in there. So if you can get any semblance of a pass rush consistently, you're going to force him to throw the ball quickly. Now, Larry Fitzgerald is still tough to stop. There's no doubt about that. But if you can get a little bit of pass rush, and then the other thing, too, is if you can get out to an early lead. I mean, because, yeah, I know it's week 2, but, Arizona has been answering questions all week long. How did you let the Patriots get out of here with a win? They have nobody. They don't have Tom Brady. They don't have Rob Gronkowski. It's a first-year defensive coordinator taking over the Patriots defense. How did you let that happen? And this is, look, you can look at all the stats. 0-2 doesn't mean you're dead and not going to make the playoffs, but, it makes it pretty tough, especially when you lose your first 2 at home.
Right.
So Arizona's got a lot of pressure, and if there's any way you could get out to an early lead, take the crowd out of it, make it difficult on them, I like the Bucs' chances to hang in there, and if you hang in there, there could be a mistake.
But the trick is they had Kowski there.
Yeah.
Belichick, I'm sorry. I got my tongue twisted around my eye tooth, couldn't see what I was saying.
Well, I mean,
Belichick was there. He makes the difference. I don't care who's on the field.
Well, he gave the Buccaneers the game plan on how to attack a very good Arizona secondary. You saw a lot of passes dumped below. I mean, New England does not run the ball very good. I mean, don't forget, everyone saw it was LeGarrette Blount back there running the football for the Patriots. I mean, a physical guy, but he's not that fast. But they mixed in a little bit of run. Well, the Buccaneers got to feel like we can run the ball better with Doug Martin and Charles Sims. And you've got to feel like there's an opportunity out wide to make plays to your big receivers. The tight end could be a huge factor because, I mean, Arizona didn't even have to game plan for a tight end with no Gronkowski. Well, now you got Austin Seferian-Jenkins, a big body. I mean, this could be one of those games where, I mean, Jameis Winston might put the ball up 45 or 50 times.
I agree.
And you don't have to worry about it because this is, I mean, like I said, this is house money, and this is a fun game to watch if you're a Buccaneers fan because Arizona's supposed to be in the mix to go to the Super Bowl, one of the best 2 or 3 teams. See how you stack up, and you've got no pressure.
That's what I agree. I agree with you totally. Joe Bell, my partner on PewDiePie, has picked him. He did pick him to lose initially in the beginning of the season. Now he's changed his mind and picked him 31-23 to win.
All right, I'm with Joe, and I told you this on the show the other day. I'm picking the Buccaneers, and Jameis Winston's having a heck of a week, NFL Player of the Week offense.
Didn't you say 4-0 or 5-0 to start? 4-0?
I said 4-0 to start.
4-0 to start.
Okay. My only
the
question
I love Dennis, but I don't think that's going to happen.
My only question in my mind of that 4-0 start is Denver. What's going to happen?
Yeah. Well, for me, you have
one
win.
You feel a lot better after seeing St. Louis play the other night too.
Exactly. For me, it's
LA,
also you have a division game that you won. That's one of the kings to get off there. You're already ahead of the division. That's the key thing. When Dirk Cutter's talking about stuff, he's talking about winning that division. You get anywhere in that division, 1 or 2, you get a wild card situation, you win a division winner, you're going to the playoffs. Period. So win the division, get yourself out of there. This is like you're saying, Brett. This is a game where you can throw out all the cards. You can do whatever you want to do, and nobody's going to say anything. If you lose, you're supposed to lose. If you win, hallelujah, you're saviors. Okay, you're going to be a good team.
Worst case scenario, you're tied with everybody else in the division next week. I mean, best case scenario, and you've already got a division win on the road, which is huge. And I mean, this would be fun, I think, if I was a Buccaneer player. I mean, you got to be thinking, this is a great opportunity. They talked about this week. They mentioned, hey, we want to go to the Super Bowl, and we should talk about that. I mean, there should be nothing less than that in our mind. That's great, and you should, but you also got to go out and prove it. And here's your chance against, a very good team. You could deal them a huge blow. And, I mean, we don't know how it's all going to work out, but this is a game that may decide a wild card berth.
That's right.
It may decide who gets into the playoffs. So, it's huge in week 2 for the Buccaneers if they can get it. And, I mean, the confidence has got to be sky high. I mean, they've got to feel really good about themselves because of the way they won last week, especially, I thought, that last drive.
Yep.
With Matt Ryan at home, how many times have we seen him lead the team down the field, and they got a huge 4th down stop, so that defense has got to feel good.
Yeah, that's definitely in there. I'd take a look at Noah Spence. He's going to be has to have a good come-out game here against Arizona. Jacquez Smith, one of their leading defensive ends, is out for the season now, injured his knee. Robert Ayers is a little bit banged up, so watch Noah Spence here on the end. See if he can get some pressure on Carson Palmer. That makes a difference. You'll see Carson throw it up. He's been known to throw picks all the time. If you get him pressured, he's going to throw some picks. So hopefully we can get Hargraves pick 1-6 back to the bank here and 6 points with an interception. We'll see what happens. But
remember what he did against Carolina in the NFC Championship game.
Exactly.
I mean, he got frustrated. They got behind.
Yep.
And he gets happy feet in there. He'll throw off his back foot, and you got to get pressure on him to do that. It should be an interesting game to see how good Arizona comes out and plays, and if the Bucks can change up what Arizona wants to do.
All right, you've heard the three of us shoveling enough stuff during the halftime here. We're about 5 minutes away from the second half kickoff. Again, it's a 9-8 ball game. Citrus has this one by 1 point at the half, and we need to take a break, gentlemen, and give our listeners a break from our wind, and we'll be back to continue right after this on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Do you ever forget what it's like to save money? For example, Mike Scott Plumbing is known for saving you money. Don't use a cheesy GPS to find fixtures and faucets. Just come on down to Mike Scott Plumbing, where you'll find all the plumbing fixtures you're looking for. Not to mention a showroom which is over 4,000 square feet. Come inside and have a look. Or call us toll free 866-314-4443. And remember, if water runs through it, we do it.
Love Honda's model year-end sale ends soon, so hurry in and save on every new Honda.
And Love Honda is making it easier than ever to buy. It all starts online at lovehonda.com. Then come in and choose from our best selection of new Hondas priced to sell, like a new 2016 Honda Civic LX Automatic for just $159 a month, or drive a new 2016 Honda Accord LX Automatic, just $169 a month, and the new 2016 CRV LX Automatic two-wheel drives are only $179 a month. These are rock bottom prices you won't see any other time of the year. Only during the model year-end sale at Love Honda. See more clearance specials at lovehonda.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Honda on Highway 19 between Homosassa and Crystal River. Come and see what Love can do for you.
36 months, 12,000 miles per year, $29.99 to assigning, plus tax and license and any dealer installed options. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
All right, and we welcome you back into Friday Night Football here on CBS Sports 104.3. A couple of updates we've got here around the county here and around the other counties. We've got a couple of games that are really important. Bellevue-Dunellen is the number one right now. 7-7 still tied here at the half. So that's a battle right there you see at the stadium for Dunellen Tigers.
We knew it would be, too.
Of course it would be. Bellevue's really good. Dunnellen's really good. So some great game there. If you're at the game, hallelujah for that one. Crystal River here is behind by 1 point over Citrus. Citrus 9-8. Coming into the second half. 5A over River Ridge 4-0. That's in the second quarter. Springstead and Mitchell are tied 0-0. Here's one, Lecanto and Hernando. Hernando up by 7, 1 touchdown over Lecanto Panthers. Anclote is down by 1 against Hudson, 8-7. We've got Gainesville and Lake Weir. Gainesville leads that one 15-0. South Sumter over Umatilla 14-0. That's in the first quarter. Mount Dora is over the Villages 14-0. Trinity Catholic and Wakulla. Trinity Catholic down 16-0 off of Wakulla. Which,
yeah, I tell you, them boys up in Wakulla, they're tough.
They are real tough. I mean, that's coming out of there.
I've seen football up there, and it is. They
That's
put a
head
slaughter
knocking.
knocker on you, boy.
There you go. Vanguard over Lakewood, St. Petersburg, 12-9. And Weeki Wachee and First Coast and Jacksonville are tied 0-0. Williston over Newberry, 14-8 in the second quarter. Santa Fe Catholic behind Bishop McLaughlin, 14-12, and Ocala Christian 0. And First Academy Leesburg 0 at the half. Seven Ridge Christian and Zephyr Hills Christian still tied end of the second quarter.
All right, just about a minute and a half away from the second half kick. We want to take say thank you to all of our sponsors, Love Chevrolet and Love Honda, as well as Badcock Furniture, Nick Nicholas Ford in Inverness and Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Crystal River, Boulder Rice Roofing, and, of course, the fine folks down at Eagle Buick, GMC. Glad to have them all on board, and we thank you all for helping us out and bringing you these broadcasts every week. And, of course, Boulder Rice Roofing took the extra step. They are responsible for our streaming of the ball game of the week, and we hope that many of you tune it in. If you don't do it live, do it over the weekend sometime and catch up with the view of the game on CBS Sports Radio 104.3 on YouTube as you look it up. All right, just about set for the second half kick. Again, it's Crystal River trailing this one 9-8 with the Inverness Citrus Hurricanes on top. And we'll be back after this break to bring you the second half on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Celebrate Truck Month at Nick Nicholas Ford. Get tailgate specials on new truck inventory. Save up to $8,000 off 2016 F-350 with Ford Credit Financing. Stop by today and register to win a 55-inch HD TV to watch your favorite teams. No purchase necessary. It's Truck Month at Nick Nicholas Ford, Highway 44 east of Inverness. Don't miss it.
One entry per family. Not all will qualify for Ford financing. See dealer for all details.
For over 45 years, you've been able to find Bull Rice Roofing listed in the phone book. How many other companies are still listed along with them? Good question. Bull Rice Roofing has been there for you for over 45 years, with quality roofing from a family-owned and operated business with only employees, not subcontractors. Bull Rice Roofing, dependable, reasonable, and as easy to remember as a bowl of rice. Bull Rice Roofing, 628-7445, CCC 025464.
9-8 as we get set for the second half kickoff here. Citrus Hurricanes and Crystal River Pirates, cross-county rivalry that has gone back more years than any of us in the booth can remember.
I tell you what, I played in this game, and it's a hard-fought game. No matter, it doesn't matter what the records are. It doesn't matter what you're good, you're bad, or you've had no wins or 10 wins or whatever you do. We used to play this at the end of the season. Now it's played in the beginning of the season normally. But it's a game that you know the guys across the line from you. You know them.
Yep.
You see them every day. You see them out and about in the county. And what happens is there's a lot of them that have been transferring back and forth now with that new rule. You'll see guys that played for Citrus River. They'll be on Citrus next year. Citrus will be Crystal River next year. So it's really about that. Those games are always fun. County rivalries just make up. That's what makes high school football, to be honest with you.
I wish the Florida legislature would stay out of managing sports in high school level. It just
it's really sad when you have to get the adult fingers into the kids' pies. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're right here. About 2 minutes left before kickoff. The teams are warming up. If you want to take a look at it, the game, as you're hearing it us on the radio, 104.3. You can also watch it live, video streaming on our YouTube channel, CBS Sports Radio 104.3, live on YouTube, and you can watch that anywhere on your mobile device.
I'll make that statement, but hey, I think they have their fingers in too many things, not only in high school football.
Yeah, they delve into everything.
Everything.
Yeah, that's
too many rules, too many regulations.
We don't even talk about the disaster that came through Citrus County and how much red tape people are going to have to go through right now trying to get their homes redone, just from the government. So it's a lot of red tape. I know I'm involved in that a lot. So, but anyway, right here, 9-8 is the score. Citrus Hurricanes by 1 point. Again, defensive struggle, to be honest with you. It's a mistake-prone first half. It was really just totally. That's the issue. If not for those mistakes, we probably could have at least a 20 to 30 point score here on both sides of the field.
Oh yeah. Hey, we're glad to have you in the booth tonight. You flew back in 10 o'clock last night, and just like Mike Demas, he's everywhere. He flies in here tonight and goes, "I'll join you guys," and we're glad to have you back.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love being here, and high school football. I've always been involved in it. I'm actually on a 5-hour delay here, coming from Ireland. So it's really, what time is it now? 8, 9 o'clock. It's after midnight for me.
And you didn't even pick up the accent while you were there. I'm impressed.
I tried. I just couldn't get the brogue down. There's no way. Let me tell you, driving on the other side of the highway, that is an experience, though.
Yeah?
That is a real experience right there.
All right. Well, again, we're just about ready to start our second half. And in case you're just tuning in at this point, it's been a close ball game. It started off with a safety, Crystal River getting 2 points and up on the top. And then it was a field goal by Citrus to bring it back to a 3-2 game. After that, Crystal River scores a touchdown, fails on the point after attempt, and they go ahead on the score, 8-3. And then in the second period, the Citrus Hurricanes, they tack their own touchdown up on the board, but are unable to convert the point after to bring us to where we are now at 9-8 with a 1 point difference between these two ball clubs. And the tickers just ran down to double zeros, so I think we're just about set down there and ready to go. One final reminder, tomorrow it's Gator football action right here on CBS Sports Radio 104.3. We'll start our pregame at 4:30. 7:30 is the opening kickoff from the Swamp up in Gainesville as they take on North Texas. Should be a
Hopefully they're not
game.
Looking ahead here
To Tennessee.
To Tennessee. This is a trap game.
You had to mention that.
I did.
I'm telling you.
I listened to McElwain on the Gator Sports Show. So I mean, he's saying the same thing. One game at a time. These are no slouches. North Texas got a good team, so you just got to be realize we know it. In the swamp, a lot of times you come in there and they look down at people. Appalachian State, same way with Michigan. You can't overlook these guys. You have to play the game as it is supposed to be played every single down at the time that you want to play it. That game that you're playing right now, that's the most important game. So
That's like Lombardi football.
there you go.
Wasn't that one of his rules?
That was one of his rules. Chris River had deferred from the first half, so they'll get the ball here starting the second half as Barroso gets ready to kick off. Jaden Williams and Scriven back deep on their own 10-yard line waiting for the kick. Barroso's been kicking line drives low and hard. We'll see what he does here. And it's another line drive into the poach here, going to the 20-yard line. Jaden Williams going to pick it up 20. He goes at the middle of the line. Misses one tackle, misses the rest of 25. Gets out to the 27-yard line. Be first and 10 for Chris River.
About 3 black and gold jerseys bring him down finally. And I'm going to give the credit, to a fellow I can't find on the lineup here. So I won't be giving this guy credit. Instead, I'll just switch over and say that we probably had Caleb Clark in there to make a lead tackle.
There you go.
For Citrus.
So Chris River huddling on the sideline over there and talking with Coach Lewis and see what play they're running. They're running now up to the line of scrimmage. So maybe first and 10 here, just getting started in the second half. If you're just joining us, its score is 9-8. Citrus leads by 1.
You missed a real fun last week. The Highlanders had gold lettering on white jerseys, and you could not read it from where we were.
Chris River starts with twin receivers to the far sideline. Pistol formation with Wardlow in the back. And we have a delay of game from the back judge there. He throws a little play, and that's going to move him back real easy. They were huddling on the sideline for what seemed a little bit too long, and that's on Coach Lewis right there. That's Lewis's fault on that point. So they're going to move him back. It'll be first and 15. Ball's going to be placed at the 22-yard line, first and 10.
Too much yellow on the field tonight.
That's right.
It's cost both of these ball clubs.
Wardlow in the shotgun, pistol formation, Scriven behind him. Motion for the setback in the sideline. Blind snap. Wardlow has to fall on it, and he is down right there. So low snap, and Wardlow tried to pick it up, but it's going to be on the 15-yard line. Loss of about 5 there. So brings up second and 20 for Chris River.
You got Caleb Bray would have been down there, not open because he was covered like glue by Caden Gunter of the Citrus Hurricanes, but I'm impressed with both of their speeds and how they're able to just Gunter stayed right on him.
Blitz coming across the middle, and that should have been interference, and there was interference. It was a slant pattern across the middle for number 48 for Crystal River. Actually, there was Pollard, number 40. He tried to catch the ball, but he was impeded and took his arm down, so it's going to be a pass interference on Citrus that's going to get that 15 yards back.
All right, stops the clock for us. So we're in the third period as we're getting underway here. Still in Pirate territory tonight.
Citrus had a blitz coming up the middle and put pressure on Wardlow, who made a pretty good pass under the pressure, but Pollard got interfered with, and that'll move it up. So it moves up to the 30-yard line. They call it 2nd and 8.
So everything they lost a while ago, they just got back and a couple of yards to boot.
There you go. Twin receivers at the far sideline. Ball's in the middle of the field. Chris River going left to right on all white uniforms. Pistol formation with Scriven behind Wardlow. Single wide receiver out to the near sideline. Blitz coming. Martone up the middle. A little wide receiver screen, a little bubble screen. It goes right through number 1, DeAndre Parker, trying to get him involved in it, which is exactly what we were talking about at halftime, getting their athletes involved. But, again, pressure coming up the middle. That's where the Chris River Pirates has got to defend.
Yep. He felt that blitz coming in, Martone in the lead. I mean, he was firing in there like a rocket. He rushed his throw a little too fast, and that's why he didn't complete it. And so we'll bring it back, and it's third and still long yardage to go.
There's no huddle now. Plays are coming in from the sideline. A pistol formation again with Scriven behind to the right of Wardlow. Twin receivers to the near sideline. Blitz coming in, showing Citrus up the middle. Fake handoff as a play action pass is thrown, and it's picked off by Citrus. Wardlow did not see that. And that's number 3, Max Martone, who picks the ball off. Turnover again early in the second half for Chris River.
At inside linebacker, Martone read that one all the way. He was there alertly, and 6'1", he has the advantage of reach, and he used it to the full extent and just pulls it in. And the junior has got the possession of the ball for the Citrus Hurricanes now with that nice grab.
Again, we talked about it at halftime. Who's going to make the last mistake, not the most mistakes, maybe the last mistake, to be honest with you. So Citrus breaks the huddle inside Chris River territory at the 34-yard line. Wing T formation, Martone behind Barroso. Far sideline, motion coming across the backside. Fake handoff, it's going to be number 2, but Tyler Pollard is there to bring him down and throw him down. And Pollard again with a solo tackle. I can't count how many. Right now he's got probably at least 6 solo tackles for Chris River.
Boy, I tell you what, that middle linebacker Pollard is something else. A senior this year, 6 foot, 195 pounds. He bred that all the way from go. And that's going to cost him some nice yardage back on the Hurricane side of the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 13. Now going pistol formation with Barroso with Martone to his left. Twin receivers both sides of the ball. And there's movement up top. And there's going to be a flag. It looks like the right tackle.
Austin Lowry jumped a little bit offside quick there.
Moving back 5. 2nd and 18.
I'll say a little bit offside. He was already in the backfield.
He was eager to block.
He was going for gold, man.
Same formation now. Twin receivers both left and right. Martone to Barroso's left. Shotgun formation. There's a read handoff to Martone. No, Barroso's going to keep it. It goes to the 40 to the 35. Good play coming up from his cornerback position. Can't see who that is. That's number 2 for Chris River, Kyle Robinson.
Kyle Robinson doing a good job there. He's a sophomore this year, 6 foot, 165 pounds, and making his weight felt, his presence on the field.
Gain of, make it.
Stopped him at the 34.
Yeah, so make a 7-yard gain on that. So it'll be 3rd and 11. Calling the plays now. They're running the plays in. Citrus huddling up. First possession for Citrus as they had a turnover on the interception by Martone. Shotgun formation with Martone to Wardlow's right. Motion behind it. Bad snap, low snap. It's rolling around. It's picked up by number 11. He's going to try to move out of the place, get out to 35, all the way to the 40. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Christopher Adamson there, who alertly picks it up. He was in motion, actually, and picked that up off the ground, scooped it. Lucky to grab it like he did. I would have fell on it, I think, to be safe, but he actually picks up some yardage thanks to the fact that he scoops it up, tries to return back as far as he can.
So they're going to do punting, 4th and long. Barroso's going to be back deep to do the punting duties. Scriven back deep for Chris River to return the punt, standing in his own 10-yard line. Big rush coming. You can see it. High snap. He's getting off. He goes to the light a little bit. Little pooch kick. Nice kick. Right to Scriven. Now he catches on his 5. He's going to be out to his 10. Makes 1 miss. 2 miss. He's got to the far sideline. He's got an opening. And he's going to be at 30. All the way. He trips all the way at the 35, or else he would have been gone, unfortunately. Now we got a late flag coming in on the far sideline. Little extracurricular, I think. We'll see who it is.
Tell you what, I'm waiting here to make sure I got the right number, but I think it was Barroso for Citrus that made the shoestring tackle on him and caused him to trip and fall, or he would have been gone. He would have had a touchdown on that.
There's an unsportsmanlike call now on Citrus. That's going to tack on 15 more yards.
Ooh, that is hard to take.
Yeah, those are, again, mental mistakes that we have seen here all night. If you have the Tyler Pollard made one with the 15 yards. Now we got another Citrus player doing one. So those are the kind of mistakes that drive coaches crazy, as they're easily corrected.
Well, they're going to move into Citrus territory at their 48-yard line, Mike, as they set it up for 1st and 10 from there for Crystal River.
Yep, 8:43 left in this 3rd quarter. Score 9-8. Citrus leads by 1. Twin receivers to the far sideline. The near sideline. Ball's on the far sideline hash mark. Wardlow in shotgun pistol with Scriven behind. High snap, a pitch, an option. Wardlow's going to keep it himself, and he runs, and the ball's up in the air. It passes up in the air and recovered by Citrus. Number 7.
Walker. Wow.
Justice Walker catches it right in the midair.
He was just at the right place at the right time when it came down in his hands, and another quick turnover on the field. Now the Hurricanes make an important save, and inside their 44, almost the 43-yard line, they will take over the 1st and 10.
Yeah, Wardlow got popped pretty good, helmet on the ball, and I tell you, a really sloppy start to this second half. We thought we'd clean it up a little bit, but I don't know how many we've got now. At least 7 turnovers.
At least. Well, Hurricanes will take their time in the huddle tonight and come back out here with 8:35 to go in the 3rd period. They lead it by 1, still 9-8 our score.
Max Martone's on the sideline, one of their leading rushers, and there's a pistol formation with twin receivers both left and right. There's a jet sweep coming to the near sideline. And a block in the back. You can see that right away. Good run by number 11. That's Christopher Asma, but there's a block in the back. I saw that coming from the side judge. That's going to move it back.
Yeah, Jason Graham, the lead tackler in there for Crystal River. Nice hit, but he does get up over the 50. And we're going to have a penalty marked off against the Hurricanes back inside the 40-yard line. And he may keep going from there. Yep, I thought so. The 15-yarder. Wow, he's going to mark it all the way back to the 30-yard line. From the spot of the foul.
Yep, from the spot of the foul is back on the 30-yard line. So let's call this 1st and 25.
Anytime you got a cross-county rivalry, tempers get a little bit hot, I would say.
I think a big key right now.
You got to control it.
You're seeing Max Martone, who's taking his helmet off and trying to stretch out, but they're going to I formation. So we'll see what happens. I formation for Citrus. Barroso under center. Get hands off to the running back and powers through the left side and gets a couple more yards back, but not too many. So it'll call up 2nd, and he gained about 6. So.
He's in the secondary there before he meets Tyreek Scriven, who drives him backward. They'll mark the ball as forward progress at the 36-yard line, though.
Martone's back in now. He seemed to heal a little bit. 2nd and long for Citrus. Ball's just outside the 35-yard line.
Clock ticking away under 8 minutes.
I formation again. Single receiver to the far sideline. Slot receiver to the near far sideline. Rollout, looking for an option play. It's going to be a keeper by Barroso, but he was taken down right there. And guess who it is again? Tyler Pollard.
He's going to see that number 40 in his nightmares tonight.
I don't know what Tyler Pollard takes or what he smells, but he can smell a football from a mile away.
Oh, boy, can he ever.
He is always around the football. I've got him down for 6 solo tackles right now.
All right, from the 34-yard line.
So we got 7:17 left in this third quarter. Score still Citrus 9, Chris River 8. Going in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the far sideline. Ball's on the far side hash mark. Single step back behind Barroso. Snap. Looking, take a 2-step drop. He's facing. He fakes. Got to roll out. He's going to roll out to the sideline. Looking, throws back across the grain, trying to reach his crossing route underneath, and just didn't get it. Intended for number 22. That's Jared Cleary.
Cleary, the wide receiver, senior this year, 6'2", 160 pounds. He was giving it all he had, but he just didn't have enough. He was about 5 yards behind the pass when it came down. And consequently, let's bring it back, set it up again from the 34-yard line.
They're in punting formation. That's Barroso back with Scriven. Always dangerous, trying to punt away from Scriven. Scriven's standing close to the far side hash mark, so Barroso should be smart in punting it towards the near side hash mark. They're going right to left on your radio if you're listening that way. There's a snap, a kick, a low line job, and he does punt it over to the near sideline. It's rolls past the 35, and it's 32-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the 32, exactly what I thought. They punted away from Scriven.
All right, let's take a quick break and back at 30 after this on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Crystal River, a fun, friendly dealership serving the region for 29 years. Buying a new vehicle should be an exciting time. The professional staff at Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln in beautiful Crystal River works hard to ensure your vehicle buying experience is hassle-free. Learn the difference a fun, friendly dealership can mean at Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Highway 19, just north of Crystal River. NickNicholasFordLincoln.com.
For over 45 years, you've been able to find Bull Rice Roofing listed in the phone book. How many other companies are still listed along with them? Good question. Bull Rice Roofing has been there for you for over 45 years, with quality roofing from a family-owned and operated business with only employees, not subcontractors. Bull Rice Roofing, dependable, reasonable, and as easy to remember as a bowl of rice. Bull Rice Roofing, 628-7445, CCC 025464.
CBS Sports Radio 104.3 is your official home for Gator football, Gator basketball, Rays baseball, and high school sports. This is WYKE English 104.3.
Covering the Nature Coast sports scene like no other. We are CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
And we're proud this year to not only bring you the play-by-play and color action on the air, but also over the internet, streaming on YouTube. Just look us up at CBS Sports Radio 104.3. You can catch the game not only tonight live, but it'll be up there for a while for you to check out if you'd like to take a peek back at it.
At your leisure.
At your leisure.
So here we get going here. 6:41 left in this third quarter. Chris River takes over on the 31-yard line. The shotgun formation, twin receivers both left and right. Ball's on the near side hash mark, going left to right and right. Scriven faked off to him. Crossbuck to Jaden Williams, and he is getting taken down with short gain.
Ran into a host of Hurricanes there. About 3 of them brought him down. Martone, the lead tackler.
And there's athletes out there, like we said. Scriven need to get the ball into his hands as many times as possible. And you got DeAndre Parker, who's just recovering from a little injury. Of course, Tyler Pollard plays both ways too. Jaden Williams. They're going to go slot formation. Wing with Jaden Williams behind. Wardlow. Blitz coming, Martone. He's going to take a two-step drop, throws a ball in the middle.
Wow.
And is picked off on a tip. That's number 2. Cole Baldner gets the interception as it was intended for number 8, and he got hit pretty hard.
That was a nice pickoff there. And still down on the field, we've got one of the Pirates.
Can't tell the number right now.
Just over the midfield stripe at about the 50. He's pulled his helmet off, and I believe that is Logan Wardlaw, who's down.
No, that's number 3.
Number
Caleb
3?
Bray.
Oh, okay.
Caleb Bray is down. He's got some pain. It looks like they're looking at his right leg. And see, hopefully he's not moving that leg. He's in some pain. So with that, we're going to take a quick break here. Injury timeout on the field. Your score here, 9-8. Citrus leads with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Chevrolet.
Love Chevrolet's easy buying experience starts online at lovechevysales.com, and the ease and convenience continues through every step of your new car purchase. At Love Chevrolet, it's easy to buy a new Chevy. Right now, buy any new Chevy with 0 down, 0% financing up to 60 months is available. Drive new 2016 Chevy Cruises, $179 a month, or a 2016 Chevy Malibu for just $199 a month. Looking for a Chevy truck? Right now, you could save up to $9,000. Don't miss this chance for rock bottom pricing during the model year-end sale at Love Chevrolet. See all the savings and selection at lovechevysales.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Chevrolet. On Highway 44 in Inverness, come and see what Love could do for you.
24 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers on approved credit. 500 due at signing plus tax and licensing fees.
All right, we welcome you back in. Friday Night Football, CBS Sports 104.3. Caleb Bray hurt Christopher Pirate, went off on his own power, so doesn't look to be too bad here. Got an update real quick. Hernando over Lecanto, 20-7 in the second quarter. Update on that one. Still 7 tied up, 7 with Bellevue and Dunham so far. I'm looking at, and a couple other scores coming up as we get ready for return of play action here at the Citrus Bowl. 6 minutes left in this third quarter. Wing T as Barroso gives a ball to the up back. No, he keeps it. He's going to end around. Quarterback run, and he's just driving his feet and finally gets out of bounds as he's pushed down by number 8. That is Tyrek Scriven. Forces him out of bounds, not for less with a gain of 5 yards, be 2nd and 5.
We watched Scriven last year playing basketball. This kid he's something else. He's got speed like you would not believe.
And he's a junior.
Yep, to boot.
And you have to look at Chris River's makeup, and they've got a lot of sophomores and juniors on this team. So
building year,
exactly.
Second down, 5 to go for the black and gold of the Citrus Hurricanes. Whoop, a little bit of a timeout there. Had to change a couple of faces out.
They're going to go shotgun formation. Barroso's in the backfield. Motion across the face. It's going to be Barroso again. He's going to take it to the far sideline. A quarterback keeper. He makes one miss, gets to the edge, and is taken down right there. Not before he gets the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 good run by Barroso to get the first down.
Picked up a couple of extra yards beyond the first down marker. You know, he's faked all of us out here a couple of times with those fakes, and I don't know what he's doing that makes it so hard to detect that, but he's really got it down pat. But that time he keeps it end around run and picks up the first down for the Hurricanes to keep the clock ticking at 5:27 in the third period and keep the drive alive.
30 on the 36-yard line. And again, from my pistol formation as Barroso with Martone in the backfield. Motion behind it. It's a fumble, and it goes right into the hands. He fumbled it and went right into the hands of the up back, number 7 for Citrus. That's Justice Walker. That would have been a disaster if not had Walker not grabbed that ball.
Oh, you mistake that for a mistake. It was by design.
Well, if it was a pretty good design. So it brings up 2nd and 12. Ball's on the
faked himself out that time.
Exactly, on the 39-yard line. About 38 and a half. 4:47 left in the third quarter. No scores since that last score for Citrus to get them a lead by 1 point. Barroso's going to go under center. Wide receivers to both sides. Wing back to the right side, motion across. That's number 2. The wide receiver is going to roll out. He's got some blocking. Going to look at the left. He's going to look at the sideline and gets away from 1, gets away from 2, and he gets all the way down, but not before he's taken down for a loss. That is number 75 for Crystal River. That's Jason Graham.
Yep. Nice scrambling around back there by Barroso. He beats out, 3 people on his way to where he got it to. And at the 39-yard line, almost the 40-yard line, it'll bring up a 3rd and still a long 14 yards to go for the first.
Yeah, Crystal River needs to buckle down here if they want to get this ball back. See what they call. We'll see what dials up here for offensive coordinator Dan Baldner. I haven't seen Coakley in the backfield a lot. He was doing a run of damage. I'm not sure if he's injured or not. Number 4, Terrence Coakley, was very good at running the ball. They got Martone now in the shotgun formation with on the left-hand side of Barroso. We've got a delay a game from Citrus, so that's going to give him 5 yards. Again, another mental mistake that I can't tell if that's from the coaches or it's from the quarterback, but they've got to do that.
Costly, whatever it is.
Trip receivers to the far sideline. Ball's on the near side hash mark going right to left. Barroso with Martone to his left. Gonna look. He's taking a 2-step jump, rolls to his right. He's got some pressure coming. He takes off. He's looking at it, looking downfield, looking, throws the ball deep and over the head of the receiver. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
Rosa just released that ball, and Tyler Pollard is there to just drop him dead to the ground, man.
He's shaking up a little bit. You can see him kind of wincing. So it is, I'm sorry, not 3rd down. It's 4th down. So we're going to do punting duties, and Barroso's got it back. And after that hit, he's going to kick the ball.
About knocked his hand towel out of the pants there.
Scriven back deep at his own 10-yard line, standing there waiting for the ball. Again, they kicked it away from him last time. We'll see if Barroso, what he does here. He does a little running kick as he just kind of like a rugby kick, runs up 2 steps and then kicks it.
3:26 to go in the third period.
There's a snap. It's a low snap. Pressure's coming. He kicks to the right side. A good punt. Scriven's going to get it, though. He's going to get it at his 10. He's going to go out to the 15. Right up the middle. Cuts to the back outside. Good coverage. And three players from Citrus bring him down right at about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Crystal River.
Justin Juice up there to make the tackle. The senior 6'2", 210 for the Citrus Hurricanes. And it'll be 1st and 10 as they take over from there.
Ball set on the far sideline, 3:12 and counting in this third quarter.
All right, remember, football fans, we've got Gator football action for you tomorrow, 7:30 kickoff, and a 4:30 pregame showtime as they take on North Texas right here on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Crystal River comes out into the huddle. Its last 4 drives, Logan Wardlow has had a interception and has a fumble. So we got a shotgun pistol formation. Blitz coming again. A pressure, and it's getting outside of the scrimmage. He's got a wide open lane. He's got one to miss. He's down to the 35, 40, 50. He's got 1 man to beat. He's got 30, 25, 20, 10. Touchdown, Crystal River. 70-yard run for Scriven. No flags on the play.
Give that man some oxygen, man. He's bent double end zone there. He just turned the afterburner on, and he was gone.
Well, we said we had to get it into the athlete's hands, and we did. They
He
did.
did. Yep. Impressive run.
So that's where Scriven comes in. He had one man to beat, and he did it. He just kicked it into the second gear. Actually, it's probably fifth gear on that one end, but coming up with the extra point now, point after attempt. Your score 14-9 with that looming. 2:55 left in the third quarter.
All right.
They're going to go for two here as
Gonna
Scriven
try.
steps out and gets a break. DeAndre Parker is coming for Logan Wardlow. He's the quarterback now. Cameron Fisher is the upback. And we've got a timeout taken by Coach Lewis. He wants to change this play up. They didn't like what he saw from the defensive stance. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to CBS Sports 104.3 Friday Night Football.
Save a buck on a new truck from Eagle Buick GMC. 2016 GMC Terrains from $199 a month. 2016 GMC Acadias from $299 a month. Select from hundreds of new trucks and SUVs at Eagle. New 2016 GMC Sierras. Every color, every model. Regular cabs, extended cabs, crew cabs, and diesels. Save over $6,000. Eagle Buick GMC is your GMC truck headquarters. Visit EagleBuickGMC.com or stop by US 19 in Homosassa.
All right, welcome back. Friday Night Football here as Chris River just went on a 70-yard run by Tyrek Scriven. We were just talking about in the press box here about getting the ball into the athlete's hands, and definitely they did that. Chris River did as they get the score from Tyrek. It's 14-9 with the point after attempt, and they're going to go for two here. DeAndre Parker's come in for Logan Wardlow as a quarterback. He was a starting quarterback in the first game. Cameron Fisher is your fullback. There's a snap. Going to be DeAndre.
Oh.
He tries it himself. He gets close, but he is down. He did not get a chance. Good push by the Citrus defense to deny him the extra points.
Well, it looked like he wanted to hand off to Cameron Fisher, but there was nothing going there. He got met before he ever had Cameron Fisher in his sights.
Well, that was a big play. That's two big plays by Scriven right now. It's a difference in the ball game.
All right. Crystal River Pirates have once again captured the flag and the lead to 14-9 here in the Citrus Bowl in Inverness, and 2:55 on the clock with the third period ticking down. Still a quarter to go tonight.
So we'll see if Citrus can mount an answer to that drive and see if they can get some points on the board here. They've been stymied all night, not only by the Chris River defense with Tyler Pollard, but also by the mistakes they've made on offense.
Yep. And again, if you were curious and tuned in a little while ago, the Bellevue-Dunellen game, still last sight we had, it was tied up at 7-7. Hard-fought game up in Dunellen tonight. Wonder if they had some rain up that way. And that kind of makes that field awfully hard to get a run game going on. But they wanted to open it up a little bit of passing tonight. Bryce Harris was telling us, he might air it out some.
Here we go. As the kick, the run up, it's a low line drive all the way down to the up back on the far sideline. He hits on the 30. He's at 35, 40. He's got a whole line. He's got 50. One man to beat. That's a kicker, Wisniewski. And Wisniewski takes him out of bounds. Great return for Citrus all the way down to looks like the Chris River 36-yard line. 30, call it the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes.
Now, how often do you see a kicker brave enough to jump out there and make a tackle like that?
Well, we did see Wisniewski do that against Dunellen twice, but he got hurt. So I'm proud of him for going in there because last time he got hurt. So he did go and make the tackle. That would have been a touchdown.
Jump right back on that horse and ride it again.
That was number 12 of the up back, Cody Russell for Citrus on a good return for the Hurricanes.
In Pirate territory, the 38-yard line is where the black and gold will crank it up at.
14-9 is your score. Chris River just took the lead on the first score of the second half.
There's some confusion on the play from sideline here. And you can tell the players are trying to figure it out with the coach. And so they're going to have to call a timeout, unfortunately, to get things settled.
We just looked like we were missing a player, so they're going to huddle up on the sideline and try to get the play called at that point. Dan Balder, again, the offensive coordinator for Citrus. And, if you don't know the story for Citrus, they had Justin Taylor who had stepped down a couple of days before the season started, and for some personal reasons, and they promoted Jim Hasser as the head coach. And,
We've talked about it so many times. Consistency with coaches is a key to winning.
You saw that here at Citrus for a number of years. You saw it in Chris River with the Earl Bramlett area. So if you don't have consistency on the kids, when you look at high school coaches, the ones that have been there for 10, 15 years, they have winning records. It's just you can cultivate that idealized.
You get the players on board with your program.
Yep. Motion across now. It's going to be handoff on a jet sweep. No, it's reverse. Coming to the near sideline is 35. Got one man to beat the 30, 20. Cuts it back in. Cole Baldner. That's him all the way out down to inside the 10-yard line. Cole Baldner on a reverse. And good tackle to get him game saving. That's by Scriven, number 8.
Wow. Nice carry by Baldner there. And when he reversed it himself down there close in the 5-yard line range, I thought he might have a chance to spin out of the tackle, but he didn't. They'll bring him down.
Well, that's just inside the 10-yard on the balls. They'll place on a 9.5, so it'll be first and goal for the Hurricanes.
You'll have to take it from here because I can't see around the flag.
Justice Walker is the setback behind Barroso. Little wing T action here with 2 setbacks. Motion across the back behind. Handoff. That's number 2, Cole Baldner. He cuts it back inside. He's down to the inside the 5-yard line. It'll be second and goal. Good run by Baldner. He went outside, then he planted his foot, cut inside a gap, and he got down there just inside the 5-yard line. So it'll be second and goal from the 4.
2 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock here. And again, it's 14-9 at the Citrus Bowl in Inverness, our game of the week.
Citrus is threatening no here. A good return on the kickoff and 2 good plays from the offense. Barroso with the I formation. Baldner in the setback position, the tailback position. I-4, and he's going to hand off the Baldner. He goes left and stuffed right there at the line of scrimmage. 45. Cameron Fisher comes in and hits it before he can gain any yards. Brings up third and goal. And here comes Terrence Coakley, the big beef. Coakley and Martone as they come in for the jumbo package on the goal line.
Remember the refrigerator?
I do. Number 40 is 240 pounds, and number 3, Martone, is 225. That's 465 pounds coming at you right through the middle.
Barreling like a semi-truck.
Barroso with both Martone and Coakley each side. It's going to be a take it by the quarterback, and he makes one stop. He's got a host of players, and they're going to stop him. Chris River. There's a direct snap to the quarterback, and Barroso tried to juke his way out, but Chris River had a good speed to catch the edge, and he did not get the ball. So it's going to be 4th and goal.
Yeah, he didn't get the touchdown, but did he get the first down or no?
No.
No.
It's 4th and goal now, so he's got to score here, or it's going to be a turnover and downs. Now remember last time they had this, there was a fumble by Chris River and gave him an easy play on the inside. So now even if they don't score here, they're going to pin Chris River back, in deep in their end zone. You go I formation again with Martone as the fullback, Coakley, tailback, Barroso under center. Straight hand off to Coakley, and he is hit straight on and pushed back for a loss of yards. And that's number 20, Jaden Williams for Chris River, who sliced in between the tackles. So a goal line stand, 4th and 4, and Chris River holds. Turnover on downs.
Wow. Met by a sea of Pirates up front there, and they just pushed him right back. But they're going to have to come out with their backs against the wall, march it a long way down the field to do anything with it.
Well, you saw what happened. We talked about it. Logan Wardlow had 3 interceptions and a fumble in the last 5. So he can't afford to have a mistake here. You got to continue to run out the clock. You got to play a little conservative here, and maybe play a field position game here. Get a couple yards and then punt it, give it back to him.
Just manage it.
We'll see what Coach Tony Lewis dials up here on offense deep in their own territory.
By the way, you can join us every Wednesday night at Beef O'Brady's in Crystal River for the Player of the Week. We announce the Players of the Week there for the Crystal River Pirates and the Lecanto Panthers and Seven Rivers Warriors.
Blitz coming from Citrus, a handoff to Cameron Fisher, who bullies way, got out. Oh, looks like there was a fumble. Wardlow kept it himself and gets out. Good run, 3 or 4 yards. And it was a read play, and he read that the hole was blocked up, took it himself, and gained up 2nd and 6. So 1:40 and counting here in the third quarter. Score is still 14-9. Chris River leads. Wardlow, pistol formation with Scriven in his backfield. Twin receivers to the far side handoff, and they just got plummeted. I think there's a ball, it's a fumble, and it's exactly what you can't have down there on the end zone.
Hurricanes come away with it.
Hurricanes recover. That's exactly what we just said happened.
Yep.
You can't have that. That's twice now that they've done that.
Yep. Tough break for Crystal River. And Citrus, if they're able to capitalize on this, they're right now down by a touchdown. They could catch up and go ahead on the score, but it's 14-9. They're in good position to do that.
Dustin Calley was the player that got in there and knocked the ball loose, and number 7, Justice Walker, actually picked the ball up for a touch to return over. So again, 4 new downs for the Hurricanes as they get another shot at the end zone. Defense has been on the field for a little bit here for Chris River. 37.2 seconds left in this third quarter. 14-9 is still your score. Chris River leads. We have a shotgun formation, and now we've got an issue with the referees are talking right now, and the line judge and the head referee.
Can't figure out what's going on down there.
Here we go. Referee's starting to blow it in now. Still talking with, it's kind of a delay here.
We're going to keep it right here. Normally we might take a commercial break, but if we did that, sure enough, we'd miss a touchdown or some kind of a score.
Yeah. The way this game's been going is every third play is going to be a turnover or a mistake.
Yep.
So we had a judge who actually was all the way down the other end of the field. I don't know what he thought there, but all right. Shotgun formation. Running backs on either side. It's going to be a keeper by Barroso. He's going to go to the far side. He's got chased by 4 guys. He's going to reverse the field, and we got a flag coming in really quick. I don't know what the call was, but Barroso was surrounded on the far sideline, but a yellow flag down on the field. See what the call is.
I'd help you out, but I can't see from here.
I have no problem. You're blocked off on a big sidewall there.
I think you're down to about 7.1 seconds left in the quarter.
They're talking to Chris River, so it may be against. It's a hold against Citrus. So another mistake by Citrus moves them back. It'll be second and goal. Now it'll be from the 16-yard line approximately. They're walking it off.
I remind folks again that we are streaming the game tonight live, but you can still catch it any day during the week after this if you want to go back and review it. Take a look at the action. Feel free to do so. CBS Sports Radio 104.3 on YouTube. Glad to add that channel this year.
It was a 10-yarder. I apologize for that. So they moved it back just outside the 20-yard line. So big penalty on Citrus. Now they're going to go shotgun again. Twin receivers to the near sideline and far sideline. Single step back. Martone beside Barroso. And now it's going to be second and goal from the outside of the 20-yard line.
Keep backing ourselves up here.
The referees are really taking the momentum out of this game because they don't know what they're doing here. They're moving the ball back now.
They're a little confused on exactly where they need to mark the ball down at.
Yeah, so they marked it again just outside the 20. And we got a timeout. Timeout, Citrus,
we'll
or we're
take
going to
a
take a timeout.
And be back right after this on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Celebrate Truck Month at Nick Nicholas Ford. Get tailgate specials on new truck inventory. Save up to $5,900 off MSRP on a 2016 Ford F-150 with Ford Credit Financing. Test drive a new vehicle and spin the wheel for instant cash. That's right, instant cash. It's Truck Month at Nick Nicholas Ford, Highway 44 east of Inverness.
One entry per family, no purchase necessary. Instant cash spin ends 9/30/16. Not all will qualify for Ford financing. See dealer for all details.
All right, we are back here, Friday Night Football, right here on CBS Sports 104.3. And as we get going here, almost the end of the third quarter, 14-9 still is your score on 2 Scriven long runs for Chris River. 7.1 seconds left in this third quarter. It's first and goal for Citrus as Barroso comes under center, motion behind, handoff, read option to Marchono. He keeps it. Look for the option play. Is Barroso going to keep it himself? Goes down and gets stood up right there by Scriven, the 18-yard line.
Looked like he was taking a steer down. Caught him by the horns and turned him.
Scriven coming up for the cornerback. So it's the end of the third quarter, and we'll get started here again. Your score is still 14-9. Chris River leads. We're going to switch sides of the field, and we'll switch into commercial mode. Yes, you're listening to CBS Sports 104.3.
Save a buck on a new truck from Eagle Buick GMC. 2016 GMC Terrains from $199 a month. 2016 GMC Acadias from $299 a month. Select from hundreds of new trucks and SUVs at Eagle. New 2016 GMC Sierras. Every color, every model. Regular cabs, extended cabs, crew cabs, and diesels. Save over $6,000. Eagle Buick GMC is your GMC truck headquarters. Visit EagleBuickGMC.com or stop by US 19 in Homosassa.
All right, I'm assuming we're back. It's the fourth period that we're fixing to get underway. 14-9 the score, and it is Crystal River on top of this one by 5. So a single touchdown would change that.
Quick updates here, Dennis. Vanguard is still 12. It's 12-9 over Lakewood. Wikiwachi 0-0 still in the half. Williston 14-8 over Newberry. And a surprise here, we got Seven Rivers Christian coming back at 17-13 over Zephyr Hills Christian.
A lot tighter than we expected.
There you go. So first play run by Citrus is handoff and short gain as Tyler Pollard brings him down for his 7th single solo tackle. So third and goal for Citrus.
It seems like it's been third, second, or whatever in goal forever, doesn't it?
It has. That most of the third quarter. It was.
Most of the third quarter.
Barroso comes over and gets the play from the offensive coordinator. It's getting started here at the fourth quarter. 11:27 left in this ball game. Barroso in the shotgun with number 7 to his right. Justice Walker, twin receivers to the far sideline. Ball's on the far side hash marker. There's a step. He's looking to pass. He's got some pressure coming in. He's rolling out. Fakes a pumps pass. Looking. Now he's going to take it himself. Throws it into the end zone. He's wide open in the far corner. Just overthrew him. So incomplete. Stops the clock. It'll be fourth down. Fourth and goal for Citrus.
Too bad because his intended receiver was wide open down there in the corner. Just overshot him, but he was running for his life. So you got to get rid of that football one way or another.
That's true. So he's going to bring up a big fourth down here. They've been on this side of the field now for almost the whole half, so Dennis is able to see him a little bit better.
Yeah,
He's
finally.
not blocked off.
Yeah.
There
we go. Big hurricane warning flag right outside our booth here. It just blocks the whole other end zone out.
Fourth and goal now as number 7 is to the left of quarterback Barroso. It's Justin Walker. Motion going to be behind them. Looking for that is Reed. Now he's going to take a step. He's got pressure coming. He takes it himself. He's going to go to the near side. He's going to run it. One man comes up, takes him down. Good tackle there by Chris River as he comes up and stops him. Can't read that number from over here, but it looks like it was number 6, Xavier Francis McCullough. We'll have to say that's what it is right now.
I think you're right. And, wow, he saw an opening over there on the far sideline. Thought he could make it in for a touchdown, and I thought he had it. But the tackler came out of nowhere, took him down, twisting, turning. And so here we are once again. Haven't been able to get inside the 20 and do anything with the ball.
That's the second defensive goal line stand that the Crystal River has had with 4 downs.
And Crystal River going to take over possession.
If I was Citrus, I'd be watching where Scriven is, which now he's right behind. DeAndre Parker has come in now as a quarterback. And he's looking, he's going to run the ball by himself. He's going to take a quarterback keeper. He cuts back inside. Yeah, he cuts back inside, looking to go jet sweep to the near sideline. Cuts back inside for a couple of yards. We'll call it 2nd and 9.
Could have been Austin Juice in there to make the tackle for the Citrus Hurricanes.
I'm not sure if Wardlow is hurt or not, but DeAndre Parker now is the quarterback. He's been a quarterback last set of downs. Scriven to his right in the pistol formation. Twin receivers. Blitz coming. A good option to the outside. It's Scriven who takes it inside, cuts down the line on. He's going to be gone.
Oh,
30,
he's gone.
35, 40, 50. Nobody's going to catch him. 40. Make it 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Mr. Scriven. Tyrek Scriven on an 80-yard run. He's got a 60. He's got a 70 and a 90-yard run.
Unbelievable night for him. He just, again, once he gets out in open field, he turns the afterburners on, and he's like a rocket. He's shot out of there, and he's gone. You're not going to catch him.
Yep, a simple option play to the far sideline, and Scriven finds a gap, and he just explodes down the line. So, 6 more points, just 20-9 right now, just early in this fourth quarter.
That may have been a nail in the coffin, my man.
It might be. It just they got to mount it here. The next drive is going to be crucial for Citrus as Chris River gets ready for the point after attempt.
I'm not sure that's what they intended this for, but they have a nice sand pit in the western end zone that has now turned into Sandcastle City.
That's your long jump pit. Kids love it. Anytime you get sand at a beach, kids love it. We're going to take they're going to take time out here now for Chris River as they want to talk about this and see if they want to put an extra point attempt on the board or they want to go for 2.
Or that could be sand that blew in here from Hurricane Hermine off of the Fort Cooper Island Beach
might have been
a couple of weeks ago.
It
Just
could have
kidding.
blown that far. So, again, it's the big plays for Chris River that make the difference. Antoine Scriven is the big play. At this point, you get the ball in his hands, he makes things happen. And it's also about mistakes from the aspect of Chris River and Citrus, but mostly Citrus and the 2 defensive stands that Chris River has done on the goal line to hold out Citrus from scoring.
Yeah.
No points.
And then turning this last one
Exactly.
into a long touchdown run. Backbreaker for motivation, if you will. But don't count them out yet. There's still plenty of time left in the ball game.
There is. 10:05 left as we get ready for this point after attempt. Dalton Wisniewski doing the kicking duties.
What are we doing on this end of the field again?
Well, it just took 90 yards. That's all it took. There's a snap. Put down. Kick is up. And it is good. So attack on another point. 21-9. 10:05 left in the ball game. Chris River leads. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to CBS Sports 104.3 Friday Night Football.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Chevrolet.
Love Chevrolet's easy buying experience starts online at lovechevysales.com. And the ease and convenience continues through every step of your new car purchase. At Love Chevrolet, it's easy to buy a new Chevy. Right now, buy any new Chevy with 0 down, 0% financing up to 60 months is available. Drive new 2016 Chevy Cruises, $179 a month. Or a 2016 Chevy Malibu for just $199 a month. Looking for a Chevy truck? Right now, you could save up to $9,000. Don't miss this chance for rock bottom pricing during the model year-end sale at Love Chevrolet. See all the savings and selection at lovechevysales.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Chevrolet. On Highway 44 in Inverness, come and see what love could do for you.
24 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers on approved credit. 500 due at signing plus tax and licensing fees.
All right, welcome back in. There's a low kick by Chris Rivers. They punt it down to the 30-yard line. It's picked up by the upbacker. The flag coming in. He makes a couple misses. He's got some open room. Cuts back to the far sideline. He's put down on the 45 after forward progress. But we have a flag down on the play. We'll see what it's called here.
That is Tyler Sandak making the initial hit over there.
Nick Farron on the return as he was the upback. We got talk a little bit. Haven't seen a sign yet of what they're calling. They're calling a chop block below the knee, so it's against Citrus. So that's going to be taken back, and you can't put yourself in this situation. Mistakes are going to cost Citrus this ball game. This is a crucial drive for Citrus Hurricanes to get back in this ball game if they want any chance of trying to pull one out.
Yeah, they have to come away with 2 more touchdowns, and they've only got 9 minutes, 54 seconds to do that.
Well, Chris River, when they score, they only score. It only takes them 15 seconds to score. So if they do score, they do have some time, but we'll see. Citrus, big set of downs here as they break the huddle on the 30-yard, their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Barroso, again, shotgun formation. trip receivers to the near sideline. Ball's in the middle of the field. One single wide receiver on the far sideline. He'll have one-on-one with Scriven out there on an island. Again, the referees just really got to. She was standing in the wrong place. Here we go now. Barroso in the shotgun. Single step back beside. He's going to roll out. It's going to be a flare pattern to the near sideline. Makes one miss. A host of Chris River guys covered that very well. So there's no gain on the play. That was number 11 for Citrus. That's Christopher Anderson.
Two Pirates bushwhack him over here, and the lead tackler is Kyle Robinson, followed up by Miles Hamilton. And both of them make a lasting impression on him as they bring him down.
There's a loss of 4 yards, so bring up 2nd and 14. 9:20 left in the ball game.
Hampton, 6'3", 180 pounds. Playing his sophomore year for Crystal River.
Justice Walker behind Barroso in the pistol formation. Twin receivers just trying to spread it out now. Both sides of the ball. Ball on the near side hash mark. Motion by Boldner. Low snap. Read option. It's going to be kept by Barroso. He tries to go to the middle, but good penetration by the defense on Crystal River. Led by number 40, of course, Tyler Pollard.
And he buries in the helmet to Kyle Robinson there, too, in addition to Pollard. Took them both to bring him down.
Very little gain, if any. 3rd and 13. Call it 1 yard. Got to mount something here for Citrus. This clock is running down. It's not on their side. Barroso with a single step back to his right. Again, twin receivers left both sides of the ball. Snap, he's looking. 1 step drop, 2 steps, got pressure coming. He's going to roll out to the far side. I got some time. He throws a deep ball up for grabs. And it was caught, tipped, and caught. Wow. Right at the 42-yard line.
Tipped through the hands of 2 defenders and the intended receiver, and the catch still waiting for him to turn so we can see the number. This kid's so skinny I can't make it out.
Number 20, Caden Gunter. Jerry Cleary, I'm sorry, getting the clarification on that. Jerry Cleary was just behind him, just in the right spot, got the ball on the tip. That's why you do a tip drill in practice.
Yep,
You want to make sure. So brings a fresh set of downs for Citrus and also into Crystal River territory for almost the first time, well, the second time and a half. I formation now. Max Martone. Handoff to the tailback. Number 12. He bounces outside, gets close to the 40, makes one miss. Stiff arms one, gets out of bounds, knocks out of bounds. Great run by number 12, Cody Russell for Citrus.
Stopped by Xavier Francis, driving him out of bounds down there.
He got a first down out of that. So there's a little lamp of life here for Citrus as they're starting to drive.
The light went on somewhere. At the 26-yard line, they got a 1st and 10 from there, 7:37. Time is going to become a factor here soon. You got to score on this drive, no doubt about it.
Fresh set of downs for Citrus as they break the huddle. Barroso is going to be under center. Martone, single setback. 2 slot backs on either side, little wing. Wide receiver on the far sideline. Motion across Martone. Reverse, that's Cody Russell, just made the right run, and he's going to get one, rid of 2. Good run, though. Now we got a flag coming in low. It may be holding, I'm not sure. Usually on the side judge, you're looking at holding, but we'll see what the call is.
Miles Hampton was hanging on for dear life on that jersey. Slowed him down enough for the tackler to bring him down at the 25. But
blocking the back for Citrus, so another mistake.
Another mistake that's going to cost them again. The black and gold hasn't marched back their way.
Martone comes off. Number 7, Justice Walker comes in for him.
It's a 10-yarder, and they will tee it up on the 35.
1st and 20. Yeah, 1st and 20 now for Citrus. They got their passing package in as Cole Baldner comes in now along with Cody Russell. And your up back is Justice Walker to Barroso's right. Twin receivers, both left and right. Motion behind Barroso. Looks like a read option. A reverse. It's Baldner and Pollard. Wow.
All over that one.
He smelled that off. He had that everything. He stopped that right there. Loss of 5 yards on that. Tyler Pollard, another single solo tackle.
He was like a Stinger missile homed in on it and just goes in there, makes the hips, brings him down. Another loss for the Hurricanes, and that sets them all the way back to the 38-yard line, Mike.
I tell you, that Pollard kid has some football intellect. He just
Does
knows
he
where
not?
he needs to be every single time.
Wow.
I've got him down now for me 8 solo tackles on this game, which he's averaging 9.5. So he's right on top.
Yep.
All right, here we go. 3rd down. Shotgun formation. Single set back to Barroso's right. Little bad snap. He's going to be an option. He just tosses it back to somebody, and Chris River just swallows him. And now we've got a fumble. And they may say it's down. They're saying it's down right there. So they're no turnover at this point, but it was down already.
Boy, looking to hang on to that one. Barroso kind of stumbled as he rolled out
and got a player
pitching
down.
out. And you got another Crystal River Pirate down on the field.
And that's Pollard. And he got up.
He bounces up.
But he's got to come off because he went down on the ground. He stopped it on the injury, so I think he's got to come off. I'm not sure.
Nope. They're going to keep him in there.
Okay. This is a big play right here. It's 3rd and a mile. So they call it 25 on that.
6:15 to go in the game as we are in the 4th and final period here tonight.
We'll look for a pass play here. As they go twin receivers left and right. Ball's in the right in the middle of the field, going left to right on your radio. Single step back beside Barroso in the shotgun. Snap. Looking. 2-step drop. Got pressure coming. Rolls out. Got more pressure coming. Throws the ball in the corner. And running his hand in and out of Cody Russell. And he drops it right there. So it brings a 4th down.
Hurricanes just can't keep a drive going long enough to get it into the end zone. A lot of trouble, just small missteps, small mistakes tonight, but it cost you everything.
It's just inopportune situations is what the issue is. When you have a mistake that you're down there on the inside, almost the red zone, and you make a mistake to push you back 10, 15 yards, it's kind of hard to be recovered from that.
More like 20, 25.
That's true. So ball's now placed in the middle of the field on Chris River's 40-yard line. 4th and 25.
And because there's only 6:07 on the clock to go, you're going to have to see if you can make this work.
Not sure. Got some more referee situation here. Every time they get to the Pollard's coming out. And we've got an issue with the referees. Just slows this game down.
The question about referees got his hand on Jason Graham, backing him up a little bit there. I thought maybe he had an equipment issue.
Now, Tyler Pollard went off the field. I don't know if he's hurt or not, if he has to go off, but they did take him off because of the injury thing. So they brought in an extra, see if they can take advantage of it. Citrus rolling out and now looking for a pass play all the way down. He got a and he got hit right out of bounds. So it will not get the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs, but it is a catch.
Helmet to helmet collision there at the point where he makes the catch.
Turnover on downs and a referee timeout. They're going to take a quick timeout. 5:59 left in this ball game. 21-9 is your score as Christopher leads. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Save a buck on a new truck from Eagle Buick GMC. 2016 GMC Terrains from $199 a month. 2016 GMC Acadias from $299 a month. Select from hundreds of new trucks and SUVs at Eagle. New 2016 GMC Sierras. Every color, every model. Regular cabs, extended cabs, crew cabs, and diesels. Save over $6,000. Eagle Buick GMC is your GMC truck headquarters. Visit EagleBuickGMC.com or stop by US 19 in Homosassa.
And we welcome you back into Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3. 5:59 left in this ball game. It's 3 scores from Tyrex Scriven. A 60, a 70, and a 90-yard run.
Unbelievable.
That accounts for all the points. So 1st and 10 as they take over, they just really kind of milk the clock a little bit. You see a lot of run-heavy plays coming up here. I don't think you'll see too many passes. And we'll see what happens here as they bring the Pirates out here. And again, DeAndre Parker is now your quarterback. We got trip receivers to the far sideline, twin receivers to the other side. So they spread it out. They're going to make it room for DeAndre to run. A motion across, that's Scriven. A handoff, no, it's going to be DeAndre Parker, keeps it himself, goes up the middle, and he's gaining maybe 1 or 2 yards. They'll bring up 2nd, and they call it 8.
Mix up on the play there. I think he actually was going to hand off to Scriven, but that's not the way the play went. He had to keep it himself, and He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, to be honest with you.
They're calling the plays from the sideline. Coach Lewis is. DeAndre Parker coming back. Now we got twin receivers again to the near sideline. Ball's on the near side hash mark, so it's a little tight right there. Pistol formation with Scriven behind DeAndre Parker. And now we've got another whistle.
Well, the down marker is not set on the far sideline either. And if you look at it over there, it looks like 10 yards needed for the first, but it's really more like 7.
Yeah. I'm not sure what. I think this referee crew is either new or they're not together in sync here, but it's really kind of disrupted the flow of the game. Again, they have a hard job. I know that.
Yep.
They have a very difficult job, and I don't wish that on anybody, but you gotta kind of got to get organized a little bit.
There you go. While we got a pause here, we'll again take the opportunity to remind you that your station for the University of Florida Fighting Gators is CBS Sports Radio 104.3. Each week we bring you Gator Talk. Now, this past week, this week, and next week, we'll be, of course, delaying the Gator Talk show to Friday night, just ahead of our Friday night game of the week. And then after that, you'll be hearing Coach McElwain on Thursday nights with the Gator Talk program.
Here we go, 2nd and long. A blitz coming from Citrus, and as DeAndre Parker keeps it himself, flag comes down. Looks like it may be a holding because that was a back judge there. Threw it inside the play, so we'll see what happens here. It looks like it's going to be against Chris River.
Been a while since I've seen this much laundry on the field.
Yeah, it's you kind of want to let it play a little bit. We'll see what the call is.
5:29, and it's going to go against Crystal River.
See, I'm not sure, DeAndre Parker's been in the last 3 sets, 3 possessions. I'm not sure if Wardlow is hurt or whether they're doing this exponentially to gain a little bit more running ability in the quarterback catch. But, Wardlow ran some good balls. He's actually one of the leading rushers besides Scriven. So we got 5:29 left in this ball game. 21-9 still your score. 2nd and very long. Call it 15 for Chris River. Parker is now your quarterback. Cameron Fisher, your up back, and Scriven behind him. Blitz coming again. Motion across the face. High snap. A Reed handoff. And Reed, but Scriven gets rid of one, but still behind the line of scrimmage, a loss on the play. So you're not going to see much here.
Scriven, when you hit him, he twists, and turns, and a lot of time he gets away from the tackler. This time he didn't. But he can take that 6-foot frame, 170 pounds, and twist it pretty nicely and come out, keep on trucking. Not this time, though, and ball going to be marked at about the 11-yard line.
4:45 and counting here in the ballgame. Twin receivers left and right. Slot back. Trip receivers to the near sideline. Empty backfield for DeAndre Parker. Room to come move. Motion. Cole Baldner almost up over DeAndre Parker's head. He gets the ball, but he's pushing it back. They're going to say no safety, but down right there. Florida Progress will be on the 1 or 2 yard lines.
Yeah. And he had a whole sea of black and gold jerseys all over him.
And I don't know if that's going to be on Citrus because they pushed him all the way out of the end zone. There may be unsportsmanlike on that one. We'll see.
Yep. One of the Hurricanes getting up a little slow down there in the end zone, too. Hobbling back to the huddle. Seems to be okay, but
the flag came in from the line judge on the far sideline, and I'm not sure what he's calling here. We'll see there. And there's also a flag back in the defensive backfield, so there's 2 flags down here. One in the end zone, one in the backfield. Not sure which way it's going to go.
I think they forgot that one.
I can't see.
Referee just accidentally dropped it out of his pocket. He hasn't realized it's gone yet.
Well, I think they're discussing again what the call is. So they're actually talking to the Citrus players, so we'll see what they call. There's been so much discussion on the field now with the Zebras that it's really disrupted everything.
Well, it stops the clock at 4:26, and again, I'll remind you, big game coming up tomorrow for their Gators as they take on North Texas up in Gainesville in the Swamp, the new Steve Spurrier christened field.
That's sportsmanlike. So 2 penalties against Citrus moves Chris River out of harm's way all the way down to the 20-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct, and then we got another penalty. They're tacking on 2 penalties. That is an automatic first down at the 35-yard line. A heartbreaker, a killer for Citrus as they try to pin him down in their own red zone here. And Chris River escapes. Again, mental mistakes, stuff that you can coaches hate because of the way that, you could play this game all your life, but you got to keep it in your mind that play it correctly and you'll be okay.
Yep. On the 35 is where they'll crank it up at.
DeAndre Parker is going to be still the quarterback, Scriven behind him. Again, they've been in the pistol formation most of the night, whether it's Wardlow or Parker doing his signal calling duties. Twin receivers to the far sideline. Ball's moved out to the 35-yard line. 4:23 left in this ball game. Blitz coming. They show it quickly, and Scriven is hit immediately. They're blitzing straight up through the guard tackle gap every single time. Martone and the low linebacker Coakley going inside and just blowing them up.
Destin call in on that too. And blowing them out, yep, that's exactly what they did. Scriven was just packed in and slammed to the ground back there.
You're milking the clock down to 3:55. So Chris River actually is doing what they want to do. It's a two-score game, so limiting them to ball touches is going to be the thing.
21-9, you can almost turn the lights out, but hey,
weird things have happened. Exactly.
Yeah, weird things happen.
Parker in the shotgun, pistol formation with Scriven to his right. Twin receivers, blitz coming again on the left side. A blow snap, and they're just going to smother Parker for another loss. So it's a pretty ugly half, to be honest with you, just the way the things are going. The only excitement you have is Scriven's runs, to be honest with you.
Come on, I thought there was some excitement down there with the officials.
Yeah, well, that's the sand pit looks like there's more excitement down there sometimes. 3:14 left.
A few of the crowds started emptying out now, but
I think that sand pit's probably the most physical you're going to see things down there. I'm just joking. Anyway, we go with DeAndre Parker under center here. Tyler Pollard behind him. I'm sorry, Cameron Fisher behind him as a setback. It's going to be a quick handoff. Parker's going to keep it himself, and he's just wrapped up. Misses 2-3, spins out, but only gets a couple yards. It's going to be 4th down. Punting duty now comes for Chris River.
Stop the clock at 2:47.
We got a timeout.
And we'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Love Honda's model year-end sale ends soon, so hurry in and save on every new Honda.
And Love Honda is making it easier than ever to buy. It all starts online at lovehonda.com. Then come in and choose from our best selection of new Hondas priced to sell, like a new 2016 Honda Civic LX Automatic for just $159 a month, or drive a new 2016 Honda Accord LX Automatic, just $169 a month, and the new 2016 CRV LX Automatic two-wheel drives are only $179 a month. These are rock-bottom prices you won't see any other time of the year. Only during the model year-end sale at Love Honda. See more clearance specials at lovehonda.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Honda on Highway 19 between Homosassa and Crystal River. Come and see what Love can do for you.
36 months, 12,000 miles per year, $29.99 due at signing plus tax title license and any dealer installed options. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
Snap is low to the punter. Big rush for Citrus. End over end kick. Bounces at the 45-yard line. It's going to be down right there. Good play by number 2 for Chris River, Kyle Robinson, as he stops the ball right at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Citrus.
That was just in case you didn't hear that music bed the first time.
Yeah. So we got 2:37 left in this ball game. 21-9, still your score. Chris River leads. 3 long touchdown runs by Tyrek Scriven.
Okay, I didn't get to ask you yet. Did you get to play any golf?
No.
While you were over there?
No, I wish I would. We were on such a tight schedule. I'm going to schedule another trip to play golf only. My wife had to see everything. She's an Irish woman, and she wanted to see where her clan were from, so we had to go there.
Okay, well.
Here we go. Last gasp for Citrus. They got to put some points on the board here. Moroso in a shotgun behind it. Fake to Martone. He's looking, 2-step drop, play action pass. Look deep. Cole Baldwin's wide open. Underthrown a little bit. Almost had it in and out of his fingertips. Good coverage by Scriven, but Cole Baldner had it in his hands, just dropped a little bit.
Boy, he is mad at himself right there, isn't he? Hot on his tail was Scriven, and like you pointed out, I don't think that shook him up. It just hit him in the hands, and he was falling as he was making the catch and juggled it a little bit. Just couldn't find the handle to hang on.
Good call by offensive coordinator, trying to open up real quick. It's going to be 2nd and 10 Clock is stopped at 2:27 with that incompletion. Barroso is going to be in the pistol formation again.
Don't be surprised if we see another long attempt.
Trip receivers to the far sideline. One receiver to the near. Single setback. Snap. Low snap. He's looking. No pressure. Now he's going to push outside. And good play. Great play by the defensive end, staying in containment and kept Barroso from getting outside. Can't see the number there. Number 9. That is number 9 is Miles Hampton on the takedown.
Good read. Good read. Came in, made the tackle. Again, but he was going for a long one if he had been able to get loose from the defender. Stops the clock. No, the clock's still ticking. A minute 57 and counting.
Yep, under 2 minutes now, and this is the last gasp for Citrus. Twin receivers, both sides of the ball. Single setback behind Barroso. Big third down. Low snap. He bobbles the ball. He picks it back up. He's got pressure coming in. He's being chased by number 9 again, and there's Miles Hampton who throws the ball, and it's going to be picked off.
Wow.
No. Yes, they are. They're calling it an interception.
Nope.
I'm not sure if they call that a complete. It is. It's a turnover on downs, so it's going to be Chris Rivers' ball. They're going to be able to run out the clock with 1:34 left, and Chris Rivers is going to walk out of here with a 21-9 win.
Ball marked on the 47-yard line, Citrus side of the field. And the clock will start at a minute and 34 when we go back into play action here.
Again, DeAndre Parker in the last 4 series for Chris River has taken over the quarterbacking duties. Not sure if that's designed the way they want to do it or Logan Wardlow is hurt. We'll have to see.
Only the coach on the sideline knows.
I'm not seeing Wardlow sitting down over there, so they're going to take a victory formation and just going to take a knee, which is a good thing for Chris River. That's a great way to end, well, I shouldn't say end the game for Citrus, but to not mush it in anymore, and we're just going to let the clock run out.
Yep.
And they're going to come away with a W on a cross-county rival. It's going to put Chris River in a good position in the district race, 5A7.
Another tough break for the Citrus Hurricanes. They just really had a tough season early on here. And it started with the loss of their head coach 2 days before the first game of the season. They've had some tough opponents ahead of this game here. This game, you can always say, toss the stats out the window. We've told you that many times. A lot of hard-hitting football going on. It causes mistakes, but there have been some others that weren't a result of hard hits, just, miscues, missteps here and there.
Right.
And it's really hurt them bad.
Well, Citrus actually hurt themselves a lot too. Is
Yep.
that it put them into positions where they make the mistakes and the turnovers. You're talking at least 4 or 5 turnovers that they should have, that could have given them scores, and they're in the red zone or in territory, Chris River territory.
Well, congrats to the Pirates. They're going to walk out of the Citrus Bowl tonight with their first win on the season.
And that's the first win for head coach Tony Lewis in the Chris River Pirates too.
Clock ticking away here.
16 seconds left, and as we look at everybody, you can tell from a county rivalry that these players are talking to each other and communicating to each other and saying good game, and that's going to be it. That's it right now.
That's going to be it. You're just going to let the clock run out. For the final score, Crystal River 21 and Citrus 9. We'll be back to give you our post-game comments right after this on CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Celebrate Truck Month at Nick Nicholas Ford. Get tailgate specials on new truck inventory. Save up to $8,000 off 2016 F-350 with Ford Credit Financing. Stop by today and register to win a 55-inch HD TV to watch your favorite teams. No purchase necessary. It's Truck Month at Nick Nicholas Ford. Highway 44 east of Inverness. Don't miss it.
1 entry per family. Not all will qualify for Ford financing. See dealer for all details.
Ugh, what wrong?
Ugh, need wood for fire.
Ugh, I go get. Ugh, I got wood for fire.
Ugh, what takes so long?
Had to use restroom. Someone not refill toilet paper.
Ugh, my bad. You wash hands?
Ugh, of course. Ugh, what caveman you take me for?
You know, Dan, people who save money by switching to Mike Scott Plumbing sure are happy.
Well, Brittany, how happy are they?
Happier than a caveman with indoor plumbing.
Yep. Get happy. Get Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it. 237-2888.
All right, we welcome you back into Friday Night Football here on CBS Sports 104.3. Post game here at the Citrus Bowl, where the final score is Chris River 21, Citrus 9. And actually, Citrus had the lead going into the halftime, but Chris River comes back with 3 long Tyrek Scriven runs, a 60-yarder, a 70-yarder, and a 90-yarder to put the game away, 21-9. So good district win for Chris River, and Citrus got to go back and rebuild a little bit. A couple updates kind of quickly here for some other scores around the local area. Dunellen 13, Bellevue 7. That's in the third quarter right now.
All right.
Of course, our one here 21-9 and Chris River Citrus. River Ridge 24-10 over 5A. We've got Hernando 26-7 at the half over Lecanto. We've got South Sumter just taking it to Umatilla 41-0 in the third quarter.
I'm telling you, them South Sumter Raiders every year come back with
Every
a good
year.
ball
Well,
club.
they've had the coach that's the same coach for the last 20 years.
Yep.
Vanguard 32-9 over Lakewood, St. Petersburg. Weekie